You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
And a very pleasant good afternoon, everyone, from the Beaver Dam Family Center. Daily Dodge TV presents Beaver Dam High School Golden Beaver Girls Hockey. And this afternoon, a matinee for you. Non-conference action as the Golden Beavers are getting set to host the Warbirds Co-op. Hi again, everybody. Mike Tronson with you inside the arena. I'm joined on site by my videographer and engineer, Aiden Voigt. And this broadcast is brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Columbus Family Dental, and Hometown Glass and Improvement. Today's game is also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Klodowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton 151, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Offices, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, White Construction, and Spartan Flooring. Glad to have you with us, everybody, on a Saturday afternoon. I hope your weekend is off to a good start. We're excited to bring you this one today. It's the Warbirds and the Golden Beavers. A Saturday afternoon matinee for you here inside the Family Center. And I joked last night after the Beaver Dam girls basketball game, I said, what does the girls hockey team have in store today to top what we've seen the last couple of nights on the basketball court? Last night, the game I was referring to, the Beaver Dam girls basketball team rallied from 16 points down in the second half and beat Oregon 55-53. Emma Jelka with the game-winning three with about 11 or 12 seconds left in the second half. The night before that, the Beaver Dam boys basketball team set a program record for largest margin of victory, a 69-point win over Wisconsin Conservatory of Lifelong Learning. So I tell you what, the Beaver Dam girls, I'm trying not to put too much pressure on you today, but we've seen some excitement on Daily Dodge TV over the last few days. But it's the Warbirds and the Golden Beavers today, and Beaver Dam coming in with a 2-4 overall record, and the Golden Beavers feeling probably a little bit better about themselves after this past Thursday, they beat the Badger Lightning by the score of 4-0, and that ended a three-game losing skid for Beaver Dam. Beaver Dam had struggled a little bit through the early portion of the season. Offensively is where the struggles have been. They've been shut out in two of their games, and we're struggling to score goals, and so kind of a breakthrough effort against the Badger Lightning on Thursday as they scored 4 times and pitched the shutout. The Beaver Dam defense has been pretty good through the first 6 games of the season. They're getting great goaltending with Emily Smeedema in net. In fact, Emily Smeedema on the season with 154 saves that she's made already on this young season. So defensively, it hasn't been too much of an issue. They've been playing well, but it's just been a little bit slow start to get the offense going. And so I was talking with Coach Mike Pogorelic. You'll hear from him momentarily. He said, yeah, we're trying to juggle things a little bit, and maybe that was the spark they needed on Thursday night. Meanwhile, the Warbirds are 8-1. I mean, they won 8 in a row to start the season before dropping their first game last night 3-1 at Bay Area. The Bay Area team scored 3 times in the third period and won that game by 2. So this is a very, very good Warbirds team. A lot of talent here. They've been rolling, as I said. Going to be a tough test today for Beaver Dam, but we'll see if they're up for the challenge. Warbirds are coached by Lindsay Lewison. She is a first-year coach. This is her first head coaching gig. She played college hockey at Marian University and originally from Minnesota. And, of course, Minnesota, a hockey hotbed. So that's what we've got on tap for you today. Right now, we'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, you'll hear comments from Beaver Dam head coach Mike Pogorelic right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
American drivers overpay an average of $368 per year on their auto insurance. Why? Because, well, insurance is hard. It's complicated. It's time consuming to get quotes from multiple companies, so we overpay. Or we call Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Make one call and receive a quote from a great company like Auto Owners Insurance. The team at Richards Insurance will literally do all the work for you. So if you could be saving money each month with an Auto Owners Insurance policy, you'll know about it. How much will you save with Richards Insurance? To find out, call Richards Insurance or stop in at 123 North Spring Street, downtown Beaver Dam. With offices in Columbus, Watertown, West Bend, and Oshkosh. With over 50 employees and hundreds of years insurance experience across 5 offices, you'll get full-service counseling with no obligation. Your Auto Owner's insurance carrier is Richards Insurance in Beaver Dam. Call 887-1615.
We'll be there with you.
Richards Insurance of Beaver Dam.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate, plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
And we continue our pregame programming back inside the Beaver Dam Family Center. Mike Tronson standing by with Mike Pogorelic, head coach of the Beaver Dam girls. And, Coach, great to see you. Looking forward to today's game. We'll talk about the Warbirds in just a second. But the other night, a nice win for your club, a 4-0 shutout. And it was an important victory, I think, for your club to bounce back after some tough losses recently.
Yeah, we had to get back on track. Our non-conference schedule is pretty tough. And we had some tough losses, played some good hockey, and then couldn't score goals. So it was important for us to see the puck go in the net and get a good win there.
Tough schedule, non-conference-wise. Is that by design? I mean, a lot of coaches say the same thing. You know, we don't learn a whole lot if we're not playing better teams.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this program is young. It's a young group, so if we can get them some experience and exposure against better teams, it's only going to help us down the stretch. So we put that together by design, and we're excited when we get teams like Fond du Lac coming in today and having that good opportunity to just kind of see where we're at.
Goals have been a little tough to come by until the most recent 4-0 win. What have you seen offensively, and what changes or tweaks maybe have you made a little bit?
Yeah, we tried to play around with some lines and find some combinations that worked. Did a lot of just, getting people to the net, getting pucks to the net in practice, just so they can see it going in practice, because that'll translate to games. So the opportunities are there. There's no shortage of opportunities, even in our 2 games where we got shut out. So we know we're doing some good things to get pucks to the net and get opportunities. We just got to do the little things to finish.
It's still fairly early in the season, and I would imagine that, this time of year, it's always kind of a work in progress, isn't it? It's never really a finished product per se.
No, we're still trying to find our way. Freshmen and sophomores are still trying to find their roles, and it is very much a work in progress, and we're working hard every day in practice, and I think we're really on the right track and trying to just generate some more offense. That's our big thing right now. We know we've got some good defense, and we know we've got great goaltending, so just trying to figure out ways to possess the puck, control play a little bit more, and get pucks to the net.
Yeah, you mentioned goaltending, and the record maybe is a little deceiving, because as I look at the scores and what Smeedham has done in goal, she's played quite well.
Played really well. The 2 overtime losses, she played great, and we had opportunities to win those games in regulation, just couldn't get it done. So really, I can't say it enough. Like, we're doing the right things in practice, and we're generating those scoring chances. So waiting for it to come together a little bit and to find some consistency.
Keep talking about the youth of this team and freshmen, sophomores. Kind of a fun group to coach.
Absolutely. And like every year, it seems like we're gonna have more and more talent come up in that freshman class. So it's really the sky's the limit for this freshman sophomore group, and we're just trying to get them the right experience and get them some confidence, and then we can start rolling a little bit.
Well, as I mentioned, the Warbirds roll into town today, and they've been rolling. As a matter of fact, 8-1 on the season. And as you've scouted them, who or what concerns you most?
Yeah, they're fast, right? So they too are young. A good core came up from their 14 team. They're quick, so we really want to match their pace and play with that tempo that they have, and just really kind of play in our systems, trying to slow them down a little bit.
A lot of skaters on that team from a lot of different schools, but Waupun certainly is one of them, and that as Beaver Dam Waupun, there's a rivalry there. So is this one that the kids kind of circle on the calendar?
Yeah, definitely. This is one that everybody kind of gets up for and people have been talking about for a while. So, we try to take it one game at a time, one period at a time. So we'll get out there in the first and try to play our game and see what kind of adjustment we need to make after one.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Mike, good luck to you and the girls today, and thanks so much for your time. Do appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, Mike Pogorelic, he's the head coach of the Beaver Dam girls hockey team. We'll step aside, and we're back right after this on Daily Dodge TV.
There's power in your smile. It can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. Columbus Family Dental is committed to protecting your grin ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental, now accepting every kind of smile.
Your Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly and Beaver Dam knows that Wisconsinites take tailgating seriously, and they'll help you take it to the next level with their award-winning Fox Brothers brats and everything you need, whether you're at the game or enjoying it at home. Fox Brothers award-winning exclusive recipes use only the highest quality ingredients you'll taste with every bite and every brat. Try their 11 Grand Champion brats and sausages, including their pre-cooked Fox Brothers original brats, spicy Southwest chicken brats, and Philly cheese brats. Check them out online at foxbrospigglywiggley.com.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
Staff and students of the Beaver Dam Unified School District value the community and know that giving back is important. All of their schools are actively engaged with the community, and their staff and students provide thousands of hours in community service each year. From staff and students at the elementary schools to clubs, organizations, and teams at the middle and high schools, they are learning together and giving back together because it's the right thing to do. Mike Trantz and Aiden Voigt inside the Family Center for Beaver Dam High School girls hockey action tonight, or this afternoon, I should say. I'm used to saying tonight. But today, the Golden Beavers hosting the Warbirds Co-op. Warbirds are 8-1, and Beaver Dam at 2-4 on the young season. Make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainepark.edu/first choice. We're just moments away from the puck drop here at the Family Center, and they're dimming the lights, so I'll do my best to give you the starting lineups. In fact, I'll turn on the old flash. How do we survive without phones and flashlights? I don't know. But anyways, the starters for the Warbirds, coached by Lindsay Lewison. In goal is Kennedy Coleman. She's a freshman. The defensemen are Adriana Getz, a freshman, along with Kayla Doggs, a junior. And the forwards are Adriana Smith, a freshman, along with Dana Jacobson, a freshman, and Allison Wara, she's a senior. So again, it's Kennedy Coleman between the pipes, the D pairing of Adriana Getz and Kayla Doggs, and the forwards of Adriana Smith, Dana Jacobson, and Allison Wara. Now the starters for Beaver Dam, coached by Mike Pogorelic. In goal is Emily Smeedema, she's a senior. The defense pairing to start, Lydia Schrader, a junior, and Audrey Launt, she's a junior. The forwards include the left winger, Della Baker, a junior. Right winger is Addie Damon, she's a senior, and Brenna Rhodes is at center. Brenna is a freshman. So again, for the Golden Beavers, it is Emily Smeedema between the pipes, the defensive pairing of Lydia Schrader and Audrey Launt, and the forwards up front are Della Baker, Addie Damon, and Brenna Rhodes. And we'll be underway here momentarily. Beaver Dam wearing their white jerseys today, the home white jerseys with the green and gold lettering, numbers, and trim, and the Warbirds in black jerseys with yellow lettering, yellow numbers, and some yellow and red trim. In the first period today, as you'll see it on your Daily Dodge TV screen, Beaver Dam will skate right to left, and the Warbirds will go left to right. Of course, they'll switch it up in the second period. Busy week of games here on Daily Dodge TV. Aiden, you haven't had the chance to sleep much, have you, this week? He's been so busy, and we've had a lot of games. We got another busy week coming up next week. We'll talk as we move along today. We'll talk a little bit about some of the upcoming broadcasts that we have. Of course, later today on Daily Dodge TV, coverage of the Beaver Dam Holiday Parade, which starts at about 5 o'clock. Right now, we'll step aside for the national anthem. Back in 1 minute on Daily Dodge TV.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
You're watching the Daily Dodge pregame show.
Our national anthem wrapping up here at the Family Center. Welcome back inside. Mike Tronson alongside my engineer and videographer Aiden Voigt. It's Beaver Dam and the Warbirds. We've got girls high school hockey for you today. And we'll be dropping the puck here momentarily. Nice crowd on hand. Don't forget, you can send me an email today. The email box is open all game long. And how you do that? Well, you send a message to sports@dailydodge.com. Sports@dailydodge.com. You can send me your name, where you're from, who you're cheering for. A lot of you know the drill by now, but we'd love to hear from you if you happen to be tuned in on this Saturday afternoon. Sports@dailydodge.com. We'll be happy to give you a shout out during the game today. Been a busy Saturday around town. A lot of stuff going on. I was out at the grocery store earlier today and I ran into Santa Claus. I guess he's in town a little early, and he was kind enough to pose with me for a picture. And I told him that I've been a really good boy this year, and all he did was laugh. He just laughed. So we'll see if there's any coal in my stocking come Christmas morning. But yeah, been a busy day, and was heading around town earlier. A lot of people were interested in that Badger Marquette men's basketball game. Marquette ended up winning that game, folks, 88-74 over the Badgers down at Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee. That game just ended maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. But we are ready for some high school hockey here. Glad you're with us today. Kayla Doggs is going to take the opening face-off, it would appear, for the Warbirds. Or no, beg your pardon. Check that. Allison Wara will do the honors against Beaver Dam's Brenna Rhodes. And this game is underway as the puck is controlled by the Warbirds and dumped right into the Beaver Dam end. Let's play hockey here at the Family Center on a Saturday afternoon. And Rhodes backhands a puck out of the zone. It's going to go all the way down the ice. And that's going to be icing on the Golden Beavers. So the face-off is going to come back into the Beaver Dam end. We are 16 seconds into this first period of play. Face-off's going to come to the right of the netminder Emily Smeedema. Wara will take the draw, and the puck is loose in the left circle, sent up towards the half wall, and the clearing attempt is kept in. Wara had it knocked off her stick. Rhodes backhands it out to center. It'll trickle down into the Warbirds' end. Chasing after it there is Aubrey Quinn. And now a turnover in the Warbirds zone. Damon centers a pass. It was intended for Rhodes, but it was broken up. But then Lant keeps it in and sends it down to the right corner. Lant's going to go off for a change now. As Beaver Dam had the Warbirds in their own zone, bottled up a little bit. There's a clearing attempt near the right point. Bouncing puck. It's finally sent out to center ice. Della Baker got a stick on it, sent it ahead, brought into the offensive zone, centering pass, and that one broken up as it was intended for Emerson Damon. Damon now gets a puck right back. Sends it up to the left point. There's Milray with it for the Golden Beavers. Sends it into the corner. It rims around behind the cage. Going after it is Lil Mansueto. Picks it up through the circle. She goes, had it knocked off her stick as she got sandwiched between two defenders. Here come the Warbirds out to center. Wara into the offensive zone, right side. Now goes behind the net. Circling the wagons. She'll fire, and that one goes over the top of the net. We're a minute and a half into the game. No score as of yet on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Schuster sends it down into the corner in the Beaver Dam end. And now along the half wall, Beaver Dam's going to get it and send it out to center ice. Off the stick of Rhodes, she lost it, but then picked up behind her by Smeedema, sends it to Rhodes. She gains the line. Here's Rhodes, firing right in on net, and a save made by the goaltender Coleman, and she will cover up and force a stoppage. 15:05 left to play in a scoreless first period on the one call, that's all scoreboard. Face-off coming to the right of Coleman. Rhodes taking the draw. Beaver Dam trying to get control, and instead it's a 3-on-1 out to center for the Warbirds. Schrader trying to break up a pass, and she did so. Probably did prevent a quality scoring chance there for the Warbirds. Now Launt tried to chase it down in her own zone. Here's Launt, and kind of got spun around. Puck is loose in the face-off circle, picked up by the Warbirds, sent in, and a little stick save shoved aside by Smeedema. Now play continues. Going after it is Amelia Carey. She gets tied up along the boards by Schrader. Along that end wall, sent up towards the half wall on the far side, poked at the blue line, and out to center it goes. Beaver Dam could have a 2-on-1. And actually a puck just sent into the offensive zone by the Golden Beavers. Loose in the left circle, picked up by the Warbirds. They fire it out to center. It gets by everybody. This is going to be icing on the Warbirds, and that's going to bring the faceoff back to the other end. 14:11 to go in this first period. No score as of yet. And shots on goal right now, 2-0 in favor of Beaver Dam. But it is early, as we said. Face-off to the right of Coleman. And it's picked up by the Warbirds. This is Violet Wagner. Going to get out to center. Jumped right back into the zone. And never got out of the zone, I guess, because it's onside. There's the centering pass. Shot! Save made by Coleman. Oh, my goodness, what a point-blank chance for Rhodes on the right doorstep. Took the pass. But, oh, my goodness, how did that stay out of the net? Coleman made a great save. That could be our Napleton 151 save of the game early. 13:56 to go in the first. Puck to the blue line. Hoekstra swatted at him, couldn't keep it in the zone. Now at the other end, here's Adriana Smith. And nice back check there, broken up by Milray. And Beaver Dam player tripped, no call though. Here is Damon into the offensive zone, and puck rolled off her stick. Emerson Damon would have had a great chance, but the puck rolled off her stick. She couldn't get a clean shot off. There's a shot that goes deflected, save made by Coleman, and deflected over to that far side. Beaver Dam's going for a line change here. So the Warbirds will go out to center ice, but the puck is picked up by Addie Hoekstra. Now rolling through center ice. Baker gets a stick on it. Now Rhodes inside the blue line tried to center it, and it was behind the intended target. Lant keeps the puck in the zone momentarily, but shot it towards the net. It never got there because it was intercepted by Aubrey Quinn. Now rims around to the far side boards. We're just about 4 minutes into this game. No score on the one call, that's all scoreboard. 3-0 shots on goal in favor of Beaver Dam. Puck to the near side of the ice, and it's bouncing out to center. And now Damon fires it into the Warbird zone as Beaver Dam again going to make some changes. All right, here come the Warbirds out to center. Jillian Schuster gains the line, rims it around behind the Beaver Dam cage. Lant down low in the zone, gets tied up along the board, scramble for it in the corner on the near side. And there's a centering pass in the slot, broken up, and it's going to be sent out to center by the Golden Beavers. And chasing after it, Quinn will go back into her own zone, but that's going to be icing actually. All right, so we have a stoppage, 12:21 to go. Good start here. As I mentioned, Beaver Dam 3-0 advantage in the shots department. Face off to the right of Emily Smeedema. Cedria Retzloff takes the draw for the Warbirds. The puck is played to the far wall over in that left corner. And now it is Amelia Carey getting a stick, and she actually lost her stick. It's sent down low again. It bounces over the stick of Retzloff. Now she chases after it behind the net. Here's Brooklyn Coleman in the right circle. Got tied up, lost the puck, and now she's going to get it back as she stayed with it. Fires, that one hit traffic in front, never got to the net. And blocking it was Addie Milray, and Milray gets it up and out to center ice. Now there's Quinn at center. Picks it up in the neutral zone, lost it near the Beaver Dam blue line, backhanded out to center ice. Quinn swats at it, and it ricocheted off of a stick or a skate back into the Warbird zone. Now Jacobson at center. And Milray intercepts her pass and takes it towards the blue line, but it was taken right away by Allison Wara. Look out as we have a puck deflect up and out of play into the Golden Beaver bench. 11:20 left in a scoreless first period. On the One Call That's All scoreboard, again, the email box is open, sports@dailydodge.com. Send me an email today. Let me know where you're tuning in from and who you're cheering for. Face off to the right of Smeedema. Lant picks it up as the Beavers win the draw. Lant behind the cage, banks it off the near side wall, and it's sent out to center, but it was behind Emerson Damon. Now Lant trying to get it back and sends it ahead to Addie Smeedema. At the Warbird blue line, it was Adriana Smith taking it back for the Warbirds. Up the left wing side now, they get it into the offensive zone. That shot goes way wide of the net as Allison Wara got tied up a little bit at the last second. And Wara got it back, and a backhanded shot, save made by Smeedema. The rebound is cleared out to center ice. It's going to go back into the Warbird zone. Both teams will make changes. And now a puck out to center. Smith has it, but her pass is intercepted by Hoekstra. Then she lost it off her stick. Goes back into the Beaver Dam zone. Milray is going to chase after it. Backhands it out, and that's going to be offside as the puck was picked up by Maddie Gilson, and she brought it in to the offensive zone, but there was a teammate already inside. That's an offside call. So the faceoff will go back out to neutral ice. 10:26 left in the first period. No score. 3-1 shots on goal in favor of the Golden Beavers. Puck dumped into the Golden Beaver end. Milray going to chase it down. Sends it to the half wall on the near side. And a clearing attempt is kept in by Schuster, but right onto the stick of Hoekstra. And now Hoekstra over skating a little bit. There was a defender there. Comes around to the near side. Schuster along the end wall. Milray gets it as Schuster was tied up. Now rims to the left point, kept in there. Shot that hit one of the Warbirds players on its way to the net. Another shot from the post and a save by Smeedema. Knocked it down with a blocker, I believe. Here's a clearing attempt that's kept in by Callie Rotman. Rotman had the lone goal last night for the Warbirds in their 3-1 loss at Bay Area. Clearing attempt again kept in, but broken up in the slot. That was Retzloff that was coming in hard. And now out to center ice and off the stick of Wagner, and she's going to have to go back into her own zone as fresh bodies on the ice for both sides. 9:19 and counting left in period number one. No score, but entertaining game so far. Here come the Warbirds. Puck is loose at center ice, brought in, and that would have been off. Yeah, that is offside. As we had a little bit of a collision that caused the puck to stay at neutral ice, and by the time they picked it up and brought it back in, it was offside. It looks like we have a penalty here. So our first penalty of the game, it's going to go on Addie Smeedema of Beaver Dam. It's going to be a 2-minute minor. So it's a McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds. A 5-on-4, and they get the first power play of the game. Shot by Wagner, deflects. It's loose, cleared. Another shot in the slot. Wara's shot, save made by Smeedema on a point-blank chance. Now here's Wagner again at the right point. Fires it, rising shot, deflects behind the net. Now it's cleared out to center. Tripping was the call on Smeedema. A 2-minute tripping call. Right now the Warbirds regrouping in their own zone. Wagner has it up along the right wing side. Sends it to the Beaver Dam blue line. Lant got a stick on it. Then, Smith almost took it away and would have had a partial breakaway there. Lant, though, recovered in time and sends it out of the zone. Still a minute 16 now left in the power play time. The McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds. Scoreless game. Shots on goal now 5-3 in favor of the Warbirds as Wagner has it near her own blue line. Sends it out to center on the stick of Wara. Wara gains the Beaver Dam line. Left side she goes, tried to center it. Broken up, but it was taken by Smith. Adriana Smith into the high slot. Smith passed, dropped it off for Quinn. Quinn sends it to the right side. Now a shot right in on net. Smeedema pounces on it and makes the save with 7:48 to go in this first period. Still 44 seconds left on the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds, but Smeedema saw that one all the way, and this game is scoreless still. Face off to the right of Smeedema. Here is Hoekstra getting tied up in that corner on the far side. Puck goes up to the half hole, just trickles up there and poked out to center, and now a 2-on-1 shorthanded. And a centering pass was intended for Beaver Dam's Addie Damon, but it was broken up. Oh, big opportunity there that was thwarted. Shorthanded nonetheless. And there's an offside call, I believe, as Getz was bringing it into the Beaver Dam zone, but her teammate beat her in. And that'll stop the clock with 7:25 to go in the first. No score on the one call, that's all scoreboard. 21 seconds to go in the penalty on Addie Smeedema of Beaver Dam for tripping. So still a little time on the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play. Here's Mansueto. It was sent towards the net and broken up in front because I tell you what, Amelia Carey was standing there, would have had a point-blank chance on the right doorstep. Good back check to break it up. 5 seconds left in the penalty on Smeedema. And now the penalty is over, so we're back to 5 skaters aside as Smeedema's back on the ice. Puck was sent down into the Warbird zone. No icing here. Beaver Dam made some changes. The Warbirds did as well. And there is Addie Smeedema tying up one of the Warbird players down low. Beaver Dam gets possession. Lant fires. That hit one of the Warbird players coming through the circle. And now Damon after it. Emerson Damon leaves it off along the end wall for Smeedema. She fell down. Damon picks it back up. Lant return feed to Damon. Left side, shot towards it, deflected off a skate or a stick, and picked up on the far side of the zone and brought out to neutral ice. 6:24 to go, first period, as Mansueto backhands one out of her own zone, but it's dumped right back in. And now here's Lant to pick it up, near side, skates back into the corner. Wara just took it right away from her, but then it rolled off her stick. It's still loose behind the Beaver Dam net. A big tie-up behind the cage, and where's that puck? There it comes out to the slot, and it's sent out to center. It'll go back into the Warbird zone. Let's see if this is going to be icing or not. It will be. And so that will bring the face-off back into the Beaver Dam end. 5:53 remaining in a scoreless first period on the one call, that's all scoreboard. 7-3 shots on goal right now in favor of the Warbirds. Face off this time to the left of the Beaver Dam netminder Smeedema. Puck is shot off the plexiglass. Down the ice it goes. Hustling after it is Addie Damon, but they still call the icing. She couldn't get there in time. She made a great effort to try and avoid that icing call, but the faceoff will be in the Beaver Dam end. 5:44 left in the first period. No goals yet, but entertaining hockey nonetheless. Good crowd here at the Family Center. A lot of folks out on a Saturday afternoon enjoying this one. Bit of a rivalry game if it were, you know. We talked about that a little bit. As a puck sent down right in on net, and Coleman makes the easy save. Now picking it up, Rotman. Rotman starts back the other way. Gets by a defender, out at center ice, stick handling through traffic, gains the Beaver Dam line. Rotman shoots, she scores! Callie Rotman goes coast to coast, stick handling all the way down the ice, and a rising shot beats Smeedema. It is 1-0 in favor of the Warbirds with 5:19 to go in this first period. Oh, what a move. What a play by Callie Rotman. An even strength goal. And the Warbirds strike first. That was just all Rodman, as I said. I mean, she picked it up in her own zone, took it all the way down the ice. She skated past a couple of defenders. Nice stick handling moves, and when she got into that high slot area, she fired that shot, and that rising shot beat Smeedema top shelf for a 1-0 lead. Warbirds win the draw at center ice as play resumes. Retzlaff brings it into the Golden Beaver end, right wing side. Into the slot, shot, save made. Time of the goal, 11:41. And here's an interesting fact about that goal by Rotman. The assist on the goal, the assist was from the goaltender, Kennedy Coleman. You don't see that every day. But the goal at the 11:41 mark, Rotman with the assist from her goaltender Coleman. 1-0. Warbirds lead. Right now the puck at center and actually shot into the Warbird end. Wagner's going to chase it down. Beaver Dam making some changes with under 4.5 to play in the first period. 1-0 Warbirds on the one call. That's all scoreboard. Rhodes, well, that was offside, I believe. So we're going to have a face-off out at center ice. 9-4, shots on goal now in favor of the Warbirds. And more importantly, they lead it 1-0. Yeah, you don't see goaltenders with assists or goals very often. I was watching an NHL game about a month ago, and Minnesota, their goaltender actually scored a goal. It was an empty netter. He fired it all the way down the ice, and that's a rarity. You don't see it very often, but how about that? Coleman with an assist. And Rotman gives her team the lead. All right, out at center ice, here's Smith. Hoekstra tying her up, and they both go down. Puck along with them into the corner on the left side. Just under 4 minutes left now in this first period. Puck is still tied up. They're letting them play. And finally dug out of there. And here's Smith into the slot, and she got tied up. Somehow got it back and then fires it down to the end wall. Centering pass onto the stick of Wara, who skates behind the net. Left circle she goes, fires. Shot knocked down by Smeedema. Rebound is loose, picked up by the Beavers. And Baker tried to get it out of the zone, could not. Picked up by Schuster. And now through traffic, Smith behind the net. Smith banks it off the wall out to the blue line. Wagner fires, redirected in front and goes behind the cage. 3:12 and counting left in period one. This is Wara now. Wara skating behind the net with speed into the circle, and we've got a whistle. Let's see what we got here. We have a penalty here, I believe. Let's see, this is going to go on Adriana Smith of the Warbirds. Their first penalty of the game. So Beaver Dam with a 5-on-4, a McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play. Chance maybe to get even here late in the period. And they control, well, puck is loose now, but now they can control it once again. Holding was the call, by the way. Shot hit traffic in front, rebound deflects into the right corner. And with it down there is Addie Damon, sends it up to the point. Now to Rhodes in the high slot, fires right in on net, and a save made by Coleman. And that'll force a stoppage with 2:37 left to play in the first period. A minute 33 left in the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Golden Beavers, and it's going to be Emerson Damon to take the faceoff. Beaver Dam wins the draw. This is Mansueto down along the end wall. Skates behind the Warbirds net. Here's Mansueto sending it up to the blue line. Now to Rhodes. Rhodes over to that left side again in the corner. Mansueto back to Rhodes in the high slot. Fires, and that one goes wide. Might have deflected off of a player. Not sure there. Took kind of a funny route. Rhodes fires towards the net. Save made by Coleman. Oh my God, there was traffic, but it somehow got through to Coleman. And Coleman is able to cover up and force another stoppage with 2:08 left in the first period and a minute and 4 seconds left in the penalty time on Adriana Smith. All right, it's going to be Cameron Albert to take the face-off for the Golden Beavers, and the Warbirds get control, send it out to center. Look out, here's a short-handed chance. Shot, and that one goes just wide as Brooklyn Coleman had a short-handed chance for the Warbirds and misfired. And now Beaver Dam turns it over in their own zone, sent towards the net, but it's sent out of the zone by Hoekstra, back into the Warbirds' end. Chasing after it there is Kayla Doggs. Doggs tried to get it up to the blue line, but the pass was intercepted. And now it's sent into the corner. Doggs still fighting after it, gets it back. Now Doggs chops it out to center, but Hoekstra has it there for the Golden Beavers, and she sends it right back in. Or sent it ahead, rather, and now a shot was blocked. Give him a Smienema there. Beaver Dam, though, sets it up. Smienema, right circle. Shot, stick save made. Rebound is loose, and it goes past Milray's stick, and it's going to go back out to center ice. And here's Wara shorthanded. Poked off her stick by Hoekstra. And Damon picks it up. Emerson Damon skating to the right wing side at neutral, gains the blue line. Damon, back check, and it was taken away. Nice back check there. And look out, shorthanded chance for Smith. Smith shoots over the top of the net, and Smienema got a piece of it to deflect it over the top of the cage. Under a minute left. Penalty's over, by the way. We're back to 5 skaters aside. 45 seconds and counting left in the first. Puck out at center ice and poked ahead. Here's a breakaway. A breakaway opportunity. Shot, and it goes wide. That was Emerson Damon. Could have tied the game and shot it wide. 33 seconds left in this entertaining first period. There's Mansueto knocking down a clearing attempt momentarily, but it's back out to center. Here's Smith. Smith into the Beaver Dam end. Smith had it poked off her stick by Lunt. Mansueto has it, banks it out to center. It goes off the skate of Retzloff. And now Beaver Dam controls into the offensive zone. 12 seconds left in the period. This is Rhodes firing, and a blocker save made by Coleman. 6 seconds left in the period. Warbirds regrouping along the end wall, and that should just about do it as the horn sounds. That is the end of the first period of play here at the Family Center. Boy, it was an entertaining 17 minutes. And at the end of one on the Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all scoreboard. It is the Warbirds 1 and Beaver Dam nothing. Stay with us. We're going to take a break. We'll come back. We'll have our first intermission report right after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
The gang's all here.
Chris,
Adam, and Abby Klodowski here to say Klodowski Real Estate is honored and grateful to have been voted Dodge County's best real estate firm, best realtor, and favorite realtor for 2024.
We love living and working in Dodge County, all of the wonderful people we serve, and the opportunity to give back to our community.
Thank you, Dodge County. Thank you.
Klodowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
Are you ready to score big on home comfort? Cheer on our area athletes with McKinstry's Home Furnishings. From plush recliners to luxurious sofas, stylish bedroom sets to cozy area rugs, and all the accessories you need to make your home a winner. Whether you're outfitting your man cave or upgrading your living room with MVP style, McKinstry's has you covered. Game on with McKinstry's Home Furnishings, where winning starts at home.
Year after year, McKinstry's.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
The winter weather can play havoc on your hands and hair. Fear not, the folks at Wonder Nails and Spa has just a ticket for you. Call 887-4374 and let them pamper you. Let them chase away those winter blues. Let's talk hair. Long, beautiful hair, shining, whoa, I digress. The team of cost cutters will put a shimmer and shine to your mood, and their retail products are the best in the business. Call 885-0437 today. That's why you hear everyone say, I shop Park Village Shopping Center, and you should too.
Here at Pizza Ranch, we'd like to thank our Swedish friends for bringing the buffet to America. They called it the smorgasbord, but it was a success anyway. So we started our own buffet and loaded it up with pizza, chicken, sides, salads, and cactus bread. And you can even request any pizza you want anytime you visit. We call it Buffet Your Way, because smorgasbord your way, well, that doesn't rhyme at all. Pizza Ranch.
Check out your local Pizza Ranch in Beaver Dam, Watertown, or Waupun, or check out pizzaranch.com.
At Preferred Dental Partners, our core values are more than just something we put on our wall. They're something we live out. Core value number 2 is the wow experience. This means that from the moment you walk in the door until the time you leave, we want to provide an experience for our patients that is unlike anything you've had before. There are lots of choices of dentists, and we never want anyone to feel they have to be here. We want them to choose to be here because they feel heard, welcomed, and well cared for. If you want to see what the wow experience is about, call or text Preferred Dental Partners today.
I can hear you. I can hear you. All right. And we are back, just like that. Welcome to the Family Center, our first intermission report. Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV. And I'm joined by Ryan Gerber, Beaver Dam High School Athletic Director. Ryan, thanks for coming up. Good to see you.
Thanks for having me, Mike.
And our first visit of the winter sports season, and very entertaining first period of hockey here. I thought both teams played very well, fairly evenly played, and each team with some chances. Obviously, the Warbirds have the lead, but I tell you what, very entertaining first period of hockey nonetheless.
Yeah, the Warbirds got on the board first, 1-0. Nothing really hurt. We got 2 periods of play. The shots on goal are about the same, 11-10 in their favor. I mean, we just got to get that first line going a little bit and match that. But I like the pace that we're playing at, the intensity we're playing at. I think those early season games against tough competition are starting to show here. And, I'm really interested to see what Coach Pogo dials up here.
Yeah, I was talking with Mike before the game, Coach Pogorelic, and, the issue has not been the defense. I mean, defensively, they played very well through the first 6 games. They played very well defensively in this first period. They're getting great goaltending.
Yeah.
Smeedham has been outstanding. But they've just been struggling to score goals. And you'd like to think that, after all the juggling that's going on, that eventually that's going to pick up a little bit here. I mean, there's just too much talent, young talent here on this team to keep them down for long.
Defensively, you start, you build out from the goalie, and Emily's been great all year long. She's been great the last 2 years in the net. And their defense, no matter who they've had out there, is just playing really well. To your point on offense, they've got 4 really good goal scorers with Rhodes and Addie Damon on the front line right now. And then on the second line, you got Mansueto and Damon, who those 2 would be their top line scorers on most teams. So they just got to get things going. They got to find the back of the net. And like Coach Pogo said, I was listening to the your pregame as I was coming up. I had to take the kids.
Okay, sure.
They just got to find the back of the goal. It's muscle memory at that point. So they're putting some good shots on. It'll come. Hopefully it comes in the second and third period here.
And again, we keep going back to it, but this team is so very young.
Yeah.
But they're talented. And, I mean, you think about where this program, the strides the program has made just over the last couple of years. This is a team that's going to be exciting to watch not only the rest of this season, but as we go into the future.
Oh, 100%. You look at where we were 2 years ago. We were hoping to score goals. We were hoping to get just one win. Now expectations are much higher. And it's been a rebuild that starts with the Wildfire. Credit to them and building up our girls, and credit to the community for getting kids to come out and stay out. That's a big part of it. But Coach Pogo and his staff have done a tremendous job in working to put the pieces and the fundamentals together. And there's still work to be done. And if you talk to him, candidly, he'd say there's still work to be done. But that's how you build a program. And really what you want to see is success. Success breeds more kids coming out, more kids staying out, some excitement, some synergy. They've got a good thing going here. But we're not done yet. It's certainly not a finished product. So as excited as I am as an athletic director, as excited as all the parents are, like you said, there's a lot to be excited about in the future, especially with Coach Pogo leading the helm here.
And you've got a good man in Coach Pogorelic. I mean, him and his staff, they're very good. Mike Pogorelic, his resume is loaded with experience. I mean, at a lot of different levels. He played for Beaver Dam High School. He graduated in 2001. So nice to see an alum come back, and with his resume and with the staff he's got, they're doing some good things. They really are.
Yeah, Coach came back. He wanted to come home. He was coaching with Madison Capitals.
How often do you get a chance to do that?
Oh,
Well, I mean, really.
Yeah. He came back, and Noah Baines was part of his first staff, who is a graduate here. He's really working a lot with our goalies. Justin Rhodes, who's instrumental in the youth program, he's on staff. And then we were able and very fortunate to bring Lauren McLaughlin in this year, who was Fondy's coach last year.
Yeah.
But more importantly was Pogo's assistant with Cap. So there's a lot of familiarity, and I think you're seeing some of that. You look at this team and how fast they're playing this year. That doesn't happen by accident. It happens by those X's and O's, those fundamentals, what you're doing in the practice, setting good expectations every year. They're building. It's coming. I've said it before. I've talked to Wade about this a bunch. If you haven't bought stock yet, buy stock now. I know the record doesn't look great. Don't worry about the record. Look at what you're seeing with your eyeballs. This is a fun team. It's going to be an exciting team in the years to come.
Buy low, sell high. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Our tip of the day. But, no, entertaining first period. Should be a fun second and third periods to come here. I was here the other night for some boys hockey, and Doug Kraft, speaking of young teams, Doug Kraft's team is much younger this year. Two-time defending conference champions. And so they've got a lot of guys there, Ryan, as you'll, I'm sure, attest to, that are in new roles. Younger kids maybe learning on the job. Some of the upperclassmen that are around maybe taking on some different leadership roles this year.
Yeah, so that was a program we knew 2 years ago as we were going through this just awesome run, and that has been a run unprecedented in Beaver Dam hockey. I know they've made a state run in the past, but to win a conference title in the Badger Conference and back-to-back, that doesn't happen very often.
No.
But we knew this was coming. There was a shortage of players, and there was a lot of talent graduating. So we made sure to understand that we're going to appreciate and really have fun with those 2 years. We know that there's hard work coming. I'm happy that Coach Kraft and his staff came back because they're tremendous coaches, they're tremendous teachers of the game, they're tremendous leaders. It would have been very easy for them to say, you know what, it's time to ride off in the sunset, but they came back. They want to roll their sleeves up and get to work. And, yeah, that's a young staff or a young team. A lot of kids that could be playing youth hockey still came up. We didn't know if we were even going to have a varsity team this year. We were talking about JV. We were talking about, the what ifs that I don't even want to go down. I was losing sleep. But the realities of numbers. We got by with 14 kids, but those 14 were pretty, 4-star, 5-star players. Now we have to rebuild with freshmen, and they're, like you said, pushed into some service that maybe they wouldn't be if we had JV, but those kids are going to get so much better at getting this tough competition. It's not necessarily about this year. It's not necessarily about the year after, but what happens at third and fourth year as you continue to develop. So very similar to where the girls were 2 years ago. We're kind of there with the boys, but they're competitive. They played Sauk Prairie tough. They had a chance to win that game, and I think they're going to win some games in that Badger Conference. They're going to be sneaky good. So don't sleep on the boys team. Tremendous coach, and those boys want to win. You watch them here at practice. That expectation that's been built over the last 2 years, that's still here. And guys like Mason Poznansky, who's here in attendance, Zach Shave, Xander Stotts. They're bringing that expectation. This is how we do things. This is how we win. How do we put it together? So it's exciting.
And I'll go back to something you said earlier. And we're talking about numbers.
Yeah.
And Beaver Dam is very fortunate to have these varsity girls and boys hockey teams. A lot of schools. I mean, obviously, a lot of schools are co-oping, and there's these are co-ops today. But I mean, a lot of schools would give their right arms to have what Beaver Dam has.
Oh, it's unique. Everybody has a basketball team. Everybody has a wrestling team. Everybody has football, baseball.
Not everybody can say about
unique.
Hockey.
Yeah, and we have the girls team as well. You look up the road, they have a boys team. They send their girls up to Fondy. We have both. We're very proud of that. We're trying to grow both sports. Hockey is very important to me as an athletic director, that we continue to make sure it's sustainable going forward, and then we have kids here. So, and by the way, what a lucky thing we have here right across from the high school. And when we have nights where there's basketball and hockey going on, those kids we're meeting as we're crossing paths. So it's a great culture thing. It's important to this community and something that I want to make sure we sustain.
No, absolutely. There's so much more to talk about, but we're just about ready for the start of the second period. Are you going to stick around? Can you come back in the next intermission?
I'll be here.
Because I'd love to talk a little bit about what we saw in the basketball court the last few nights.
Yeah.
Wow. Last night, last night is one. And then the boys on Thursday with what they did. We can maybe talk about that in the second intermission.
Looking forward to it.
Good to see you, Ryan. Thanks for
see
stopping up.
We'll see you in a little bit.
All right, sounds good. That's Ryan Gerber, Beaver Dam High School Athletic Director, joining me on the first intermission report. In the first period, shots on goal, 11 for the Warbirds, 10 for Beaver Dam. Kennedy Coleman stopped all the 10 shots that she faced in that first period, and it was Emily Smeedema stopping 10 of the 11 shots she faced for Beaver Dam. Each team took one penalty for 2 minutes in the first period. Each team was 0 for 1 on the power play, and the lone goal came at the 11:41 mark. Callie Rotman at even strength with the assist from her goaltender, Kennedy Coleman, and that goal has the Warbirds in front 1-0 as we get set to start the second period. Let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute break, back in 1 minute for the second period on Daily Dodge TV.
Play garage music. Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
Just about set to start the second period. Warbirds 1, Beaver Dam nothing on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Mike Tronson with you at the Family Center, joined on site by my videographer and engineer Aiden Voigt. In the second period, the Warbirds will skate right to left as you see it on your Daily Dodge TV screen. Beaver Dam will go left to right. Ryan and I were talking about hockey co-ops. This Warbirds co-op is comprised of skaters from numerous schools: Fond du Lac, Waupun, Kohler, Omro, Valders, Oshkosh West, Campbellsport, Sheboygan North, Oshkosh North. I'm probably missing a few in there. Plymouth is in there. And of course, Beaver Dam, the vast majority of their skaters are from Beaver Dam, but we have a couple. The Baker sisters are from Columbus. Lil Mansueto's from Mayville. And Lena Ruckert is from Horicon. So these co-ops pull them in from a lot of different areas. All right, face off at center ice. Warbirds win the draw. This second period is underway as the puck into the Beaver Dam end momentarily, but shot right back out to neutral. Tied up along the far side wall. Now Smith brings it back into the offensive zone, pushes it left side, and there is a shot right in on Smeedema and give up a rebound. It's still loose along the left side of the net. Now behind the cage. And Wara to Jacobson. Fires and shot it wide. Now down to the end wall again. Wara behind the Beaver Dam net. Out to Jacobson. Jacobson lost the puck as she skated into a defender. And Smith, though, saves it on the far side, keeps it in the zone. Here is Smith. Smith to Jacobson, whose shot got deflected up in the air. Launt after it in the corner. Taken away, though, by Wara. Wara then overskates it. Bouncing puck through the circle, sent out to center ice. Out in the neutral zone, picked up there by Getz, Adriana Getz. Back into the Golden Beaver end as the Warbirds making changes. She was tied up, never got a clean shot off on the left side. They still control those shot, and they score! On the right doorstep. And that is Rotman again. I believe that's number 2 for her in the game. Wow. Well, they had been putting on some sustained pressure. And it finally pays off. Another even strength goal to make it 2-0 Warbirds on the one call, that's all scoreboard. We'll double check it, but Rotman should get credit for that one. She was standing over on that right side. Kind of a tough angle shot, but she got it to go, beats Smeedema, and it's 2-0 Warbirds. That goal comes a minute and 12 seconds into the period. And we have one of the officials over at the Beaver Dam bench area, so a little bit of a delay here before we drop the puck. I mentioned that Rotman had the lone goal for the Warbirds in their first loss of the season last night at Bay Area. They fell 3-1. She scored in the first period today at the 11:41 mark with an assist from the goaltender Kennedy Coleman. And we're still waiting. Okay, guess we're ready to go now. But Rotman, with her second, will check the assist. As the play continues, they drop the puck. Gilson after it. And instead taken by Beaver Dam. Here's Smeedema into the offensive zone. Smeedema. Shot. All right, I was just getting the assist. Dylan Pitson and Jillian Schuster got the assists on that goal by Rotman, her second of the game. There's a backhanded shot by Damon that goes just wide of the net. Now out to neutral ice. And Beaver Dam's defender fell down. Look out. Here's a chance. And Smeedema smartly out of the net to shoot that away from the Warbird player who would have had a breakaway. And a point-blank chance. All right, puck is behind the Beaver Dam net. Trickles into that near corner. Banked out to center. And right onto the stick of Kayla Doggs, who sends it over to that far side. Now a loose puck, and it's picked up by Mansueto. Mansueto dumps it into the Warbirds' end. She's going to head off for a change now as Beaver Dam putting some fresh bodies out there. There's Olivia Bates. Bates getting tied up along the end wall, jostling for position. It's sent out to center ice off the stick of Brooklyn Coleman. And Lott's going to chase it down. Lott picks it up along the end wall. Now overskates it. It's poked into that near corner. And out to Quinn. Quinn just inside the blue line. Rims it around the boards. Lott will chase it down, though, on that right corner. Lott sends it ahead. Bates swats at it, trying to get it out of the zone. Olivia Bates fell down. So did Smith, who was there. Puck now to the near side as it goes back into the Warbirds' end and shot right back out by Quinn. Jacobson picks it up. Jacobson centering pass. Wara with a shot. Glove save made by Smeedema. And that'll force a stoppage with 13:44 left in the second period. On the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. It's 2-0 in favor of the Warbirds. And right now the Warbirds leading in the shots on goal department 14-11. Looks like we might have an equipment problem or something here with Smeedema. As they're looking down at the Beaver Dam netminder. So Rotman with a pair of goals for the Warbirds. And a 2-0 lead. Rotman needs one more for a hat trick here. If she gets the next one, that would be a natural hat trick. Natural hat trick being 3 goals in a row by the same player. If you don't see that very often. You see a hat trick once in a while. But to have that same player score 3 in a row, that's a little bit more on the rare side. They're still working on Smeedema. Yeah, she had a little equipment problem that they're working on. So we have a little bit of a delay here. We can tell you that you should be sure to stay up to date with the Beaver Dam Unified School District at bdusd.org and follow them on Facebook and Instagram at Beaver Dam USD. Make Moraine Park Technical College your first choice for an education tailored to your success and growth. With campuses in Beaver Dam, Fond du Lac, and West Bend, visit morainepark.edu/first choice. All right, Smeedema just getting all recombobulated here. I think we're ready to go as we're going to have a face-off in the Golden Beaver end to the right of Smeedema. Smeedema was all conference last year. Shot right in off the face-off. Save made by Smeedema. Well, right on cue, we'll talk about how she was all conference last year. She was all conference last year. Emerson Damon and Addison Hoekstra also all conference selections a year ago. This is a non-conference game today. The Warbirds are out of the Eastern Shores Conference. Of course, Beaver Dam is a member of the Badger Conference. Beaver Dam is 2-4 overall, but they're 2-0 in conference. But today, just a non-conference rivalry game here, and right now the Warbirds have the upper hand 2-0 on a pair of goals by Rotman. Bouncing puck through center as it's sent back the other way by Milray. And now Milray has a bounce right back to her. Sends it ahead, and the pass was actually behind the intended target, Addie Damon. And now Rhodes picks it up in the right circle and fires a shot that went over the top of the net. Might have gone off the glove of Coleman. Beaver Dam in the offensive zone. Lott at the left point. Sends it to the half wall. With it there is Smeedema. And lost it, got spun around, and it's sent back out to neutral. And now Rotman picks it up. Overskated it as she crossed the Beaver Dam blue line. She was looking for the natural hat trick right there that we were talking about. Puck now to the near side of the rink. In the Warbirds' end, that's Wagner picking it up. 12.5 minutes to go, second period on the one call, that's all scoreboard. All right, here is Lydia Schrader dumping it back into the Warbird end. Emerson Damon trying to go after it. She gets it in the corner, sends it to Mansueto. Drop pass. Damon actually then centered it, went off a skate. Schrader's shot goes wide. And now to Lott. Lott back to the half wall on that left side. Smeedema got tied up. Puck is loose, trickling in towards that corner. And it's going to be Mansueto behind the net. Out to the left circle. Shot was blocked. Lott, though, picks it up, keeps it in the zone. Centering pass got through traffic. Over to the near side. Bouncing puck. Mansueto tried to settle it down, but Wagner has it. Up the left wing side into the Beaver Dam end. Wagner tried to center, but was broken up there by Lott. And now rimmed around the boards. It's going to go all the way out back to center ice. And chasing after it is going to be Kayla Doggs in her own zone. Beaver Dam will put fresh skaters out. Warbirds do the same. Puck out at center ice. Here is a 2-on-1 developing. Possibly Rhodes got tied up in the slot. Never really got a clean shot off. Puck loose. Still loose. Now picked up by Wara. Wara pass to Wagner. We got a delayed penalty actually coming up on the Golden Beavers, and as the save is made by Smeedema, the whistle blows, but there was a delayed penalty on Beaver Dam. There was a Warbird player that was taken down, and now Smeedema is down, and she went down a little bit awkwardly, and let's hope that she's all right. She's lying in the crease on her stomach right now. And Smeedema is still down. With 11:04 to go in the second period, on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard, it is the Warbirds 2 and Beaver Dam nothing. Right now the attention is on the Beaver Dam goaltender Emily Smeedema. Like I said, she went down awkwardly on her stomach, and they're tending to her right now. Let's hope this isn't too serious, but she's obviously hurting here and has not gotten up. And now she is starting to get up. Ooh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. As you hear the round of applause. And she got shook up. There was no doubt on that. And they're just making sure she's okay to continue here. She's played pretty well. I mean, we talked about it a little bit earlier in the broadcast how, you know, despite the offensive struggles that Beaver Dam has had, the The defense has been good, and they're getting really good goaltending, and Smeedema has been just outstanding. You know, the record, the wins and losses don't maybe reflect that, but she is playing well. And right now she's gonna shake it off. Emily Smeedema is gonna shake it off and stay in. But I mentioned there was that delayed Beaver Dam penalty, and it's gonna go on Della Baker. There was that Fond du Lac player that was tripped in her own zone. So one of the officials over talking with Beaver Dam head coach Mike Pogorelic. But it's going to be a 2-minute minor and a McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds, who already lead it 2-0. On 2 goals by Callie Rotman. So now Beaver Dam, talking about that defense and that goaltending, they're going to have to come up big to keep it a 2-goal game here. 11:04 to go in the second. Faceoff's going to come to the left of Emily Smeedema. So here we go. 5-on-4 for the Warbirds. Beaver Dam, they win the faceoff and get it out to center. Tripping was the call on Baker. But so far, Beaver Dam's penalty kill up to the task. They get it into the Warbird zone. And Mansueto down there forcing it to the end wall. Mansueto, well, she and the Warbird player both went down. And now they'll head back the other way. Smith up the right wing side across that Beaver Dam blue line. Drop pass broken up. And that is Emerson Damon. Back into the offensive zone. Short-handed pass right side. Mansueto was a little bit too far for her to get a shot off. She does send it to the end wall, but again, Beaver Dam killing penalty time here on the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play. Damon picks it up again. Outstanding so far on the penalty kill. Beaver Dam looks like they're on the power play almost. 68 seconds remaining in that man advantage for the Warbirds. Smith ahead. Wara has it. Left wing side. Lant there defensively. Centering pass. Might have been partially fanned on and sent back into the Warbirds' end, where Dogs has it. He's trying to skate away from Beaver Dam's Addie Smeedema. And here's Dogs into the offensive zone. Left circle, fanned on a shot. Puck is behind the net now. And that's Smith backhanding it up to the right point. Shot. That one goes way up over the top of the cage. Here's Rotman tied up in the corner. Sent to the blue line, and fanning on a pass was Dogs. Here's a shorthanded chance. And Rhodes fires in a save made by Coleman on a shorthanded breakaway for Rhodes. Now Smeedema couldn't get a stick on it. Rhodes will go out to center and try and pick it up, but it's instead pushed to the near side. There's Hoekstra, and look out as Hoekstra got run into, and they both go down. That was Rotman that ran into her. Beaver Dam regroups. 9 minutes left, and the penalty's over. We're back to 5 skaters aside. Rhodes centering pass. Back to Rhodes from a return feed from Damon, and she couldn't get a clean shot off. Oh, my goodness. Beautiful passing play. They just couldn't finish between Damon and Rhodes. That was pretty. Bouncing puck in the Beaver Dam end. Sent out to center by Schrader. Now into the Warbirds' end. Going after it down there, Retzloff. Retzloff has it. Sends it up to the blue line for Brooklyn Coleman. Lost it. Here is Emerson Damon. Backhanded shot. Never got much mustard on it. She was tied up. Puck in this corner now. There's Mansueto. Sending it up to the left point. Lant fires. That hit traffic in front. Loose puck in the high slot. Taken out to center by Coleman. And here's Milray in her own zone. Sending it back to neutral. Right along the bench area. Far side. Dumped right back in. Lant's going to have to chase it down. 8 minutes and counting left in the second period on the one call, that's all scoreboard. Warbirds 2, Beaver Dam nothing. Shots on goal in the game 15-13 in favor of the Warbirds. Centering pass, nobody home for the Warbirds. Picked up by Beaver Dam's Addie Damon. Shot in from center, and a weak shot. It was steered aside by the goaltender Coleman. And then fanning on a shot was Albert, goes behind the net. There's a centering pass, but nobody home for the Beavers. Milray picks it up, fires from the left point. That one goes wide. And now on the right side, there's Hoekstra shooting in front. Albert tried to redirect, now picks it back up in the circle, sends it behind the net. This is Olivia Bates knocking down the puck. Fires at a tough angle, and that one bouncing around in front of the net, taken out of there. Albert couldn't get a stick on it. Instead taken by Smith. She skates behind the cage. Puck in the slot is loose, and finally taken back out to center by Smith. Throws it ahead, but the pass was too far for Dana Jacobson. It's actually going to be icing on the Warbirds with 6:58 left to go in this second period on the one call that's all scoreboard. 2-0. But Beaver Dam's had some chances here. They're not playing poorly. Now they got an offensive zone faceoff. Rhodes will take the draw. Dogs controls for the Warbirds, rims it around, out to center, and here comes Gilson. Gilson across the blue line. Poked off her stick, back to center, and now picked up by Addie Damon. Damon fans on a shot, and Rotman picks it up and throws it out to neutral ice, where Schrader has it. Schrader banks it into the zone. It'll go down deep in the Warbird zone. Rotman after it there, being chased from behind. 6:28 to go, second period. Sent down the ice, and it's going to be icing again on the Warbirds as these two teams will make some line changes with 6:25 to go in the second. Again, if you want to send an email, sports@dailydodge.com, sports@dailydodge.com. We'd love to hear from you during the broadcast today. So far, no emails. That's unusual. Can't tell me that nobody's out there and not tuned into this game. Face off to the left of Coleman. From the face-off, it's loose in the circle, and Lott keeps it in the offensive zone. Going after it, Jillian Schuster. Schuster sends it up to the blue line, not out of the zone, though, bouncing puck into the circle. Retzloff gets it, fires it around the boards, and Beaver Dam will keep it in at the left point. Shot was blocked, and now it'll trickle down the length of the ice into the Beaver Dam zone. No icing here. And there's a cross-ice pass intercepted and brought into the zone offside by Brooklyn Coleman. And so a face-off at center ice with 5:53 to go in period number 2. And on the one call, that's all scoreboard. It remains the Warbirds 2 and Beaver Dam nothing. You know, funny, Ryan Gerber mentioned it in the intermission report as the Beavers bring it into the offensive zone. Shot and a blocker save made by Coleman. Here is Rhodes in the corner. But Beaver Dam assistant coach Lauren McLaughlin last year was the head coach of the Warbirds. I mentioned that Lindsay Lewison took over as head coach as the shot goes over the top of the cage. Lindsay Lewison took over as head coach this year. It's her first head coaching job. She played college hockey at Marian University. She's from Minnesota. And, of course, they're pretty serious about their hockey in Minnesota. As a shot in on Smeedema, she made the save. The rebound deflected out of play above the plexiglass behind the net. One of the things Coach Lewison was talking to me before the game, she said, you know, one of the disadvantages I have is I'm so new to the Wisconsin high school hockey scene. I don't know a lot about these teams. So she's relying very heavily on her assistant, Matt Carey, to help with scouting and preparing for these games because Matt Carey has been around the Wisconsin high school hockey scene for quite some time. So she admitted to me, like Coach Lewison, that that's the learning curve right now. But she's very excited and happy that she took this job. And hey, she's got her team off to an 8-1 start. She's doing something right. Collision, bodies go down in the Warbirds' end. Puck out to center. Hoekstra is going to try and chase it down. And it was deflected into the Beaver Dam zone. Lena Ruckert trying to get a stick on it. Hoekstra as well. Instead, it's taken away by Rotman. Look out, Rotman trying to tip it to herself. She would have had a partial breakaway, but good back check by the Golden Beavers to break it up. Again, she's looking for that third goal of the game. Here's Olivia Bates into the offensive zone. Bates, shot blocked. Trying to get it back. Taken away, though. And this is Brooklyn Coleman sending it out to center. Puck loose, and who's going to pick it up? Coleman has it. Brooklyn Coleman fans on a shot. Now got it back and does fire right in on net. Smeedema the save. 4:05 to go, second period. 2-0 in favor of the Warbirds. Della Jacobson goes back down to the other end, and that's going to be icing on the Golden Beavers with 3:51 left to play in this second period on your one call, that's all scoreboard. My name is Mike Tronson. Thanks for tuning in today. Aiden Voigt is here. When is he not here? Aiden, you're just all over the place, and you do one heck of a job. Thanks for all the good work that you do. Face off to the left of Smeedema, and it goes out to center. Warbirds trying to control, and that one up and out of play near the Warbirds bench. Yeah, Aiden's the real star of the show here because he does all the technical stuff, runs the camera, runs the commercials, runs the computer, sets everything up, and I just get to do a little play-by-play. I don't have the job that he does. All right, here is Milray in her own zone. Rimming it around the boards. Baker after it there. And look out, we've got a centering pass. Shot that goes wide. They centered it to Smith, and she fired wide from the slot. Schuster now. Sending it right wing side. Puck at neutral. Backhanded cross ice. Jacobson gains the line. Broken up, taken off her stick by Lant. Lant sends it out to center. Beaver Dam trying to pick it up. Rhodes got spun around. And now Beaver Dam regrouping with Milray, sending it ahead. Rhodes onto her stick. Here's Rhodes into the offensive zone. And her shot is blocked. Puck is loose. And she got it back. She scores! Rhodes! Her initial shot was blocked. And the puck came back to her off a deflection. And she scored on a second chance. For Rhodes, that's her 7th goal of the year. And it's a 2-1 game in favor of the Warbirds with 3 minutes to go in the second period. How about that? My, oh my. Rhodes would not be denied on that one. Even strength goal. And that was something. And the freshman, Rhodes, strikes again. Team leading 7th goal of the year. 2-1 now. Don't go anywhere, folks. Here's a puck at center. This is Mansueto. She's across the line. Ooh, and broken up, though, by Wagner. Wagner now back through neutral. Stick handling through traffic. Shot in, and that was going to go wide of the net, but gloved by Smeedema. The goal was unassisted, by the way. So Rhodes gets her 7th of the year. And that was just a great effort, as I mentioned. 2-1 on the one call, that's all scoreboard. 16-15 shots on goal in favor of the Warbirds right now with 2:32 to go in the second period. What a game this has been. Here's Rhodes again, going after it. Damon is down there as well. Hoekstra along the half wall, fighting for the puck, jostling for position. And out to center, and we've got bodies down. We've got a whistle, and let's check and see what we got here. We got a Warbirds player that's down right in front of the plexiglass here. That was actually Amelia Carey. Now, she was slow to get up, but she does get up and gets a nice hand. We had a couple of small scares in this game. The faceoff's going to be at center ice, just outside the Beaver Dam blue line. Just getting some personnel set. Here are the Warbirds. This has been a really fun game to watch. All right, face-off at center ice. Emerson Damon takes the draw. Warbirds control, though, with Smith. Smith ahead, across the blue line, poked off her stick. Fights back and gets it and rims it around the boards. It'll come to the near side half wall. It's loose in the circle. Shot towards the end wall. Now rimmed around again. Warbirds control. Sent down low in the zone. It'll go behind the cage. With it there, Jacobson. She got tied up, now gets it back. Jacobson changes direction. Poked into the corner. And broken up. And a steal out to center. That puck, Mansueto sends it. Actually, it's going to trickle in on goal. Steered aside by Coleman. And now grabbing it is Schuster. And tried to clear, but Rhodes intercepts. Shot! Smeedema, rebound, and they score! Mansueto scores on a rebound. And we're tied at 2 with a $1:24 left to play in the second period. Lil Mansueto with her third of the year. How about that? We are back to even on the one call that's all scoreboard. That was all because of a turnover by the Warbirds in their own zone. And Mansueto buries it. A rising shot to tie the game. Here is Rotman now. Rotman into the offensive zone. Save made by Smith. A rebound. Another save made. All right, the assists on that goal were by Addie Smeedema and Brenna Rhodes. So Rhodes now with a goal and an assist. All right, under a minute to play now in the second period. Brand new hockey game here. Beaver Dam just trying to get it out of its own zone. Now, we got a long way to go here, but boy, there's a bounce in the step of Beaver. Look out, a centering pass. It was rolling off the stick of Carey. Otherwise, she would have had a quality chance and more in front of the net. We have a whistle, an icing call on the Golden Beavers. We got to catch our breath here a little bit. But Mansueto ties the game. 28.2 seconds left in the second. And I tell you what, folks, this is going to be a wild third period now. And from the faceoff, shot in, Smeedema knocks it down. Rebound is loose. And on the rebound, there was another shot, and that one was blocked. That was Retzloff that tried to fire at the net, but it never got there. Rimmed around the boards. Lant will chase it down. Lant sends it up to the half wall. Onto the stick of Smeedema, sends it out. Mansueto, partial breakaway possibly. Mansueto into the slot, leaves it off. Damon partially fanned on a shot. Oh my. As the horn sounds, that's the end of the second period. And after 34 minutes of hockey, we have decided nothing. After 2 on the one call, that's all scoreboard. It is Beaver Dam 2 and the Warbirds 2. Stay with us. Our intermission report comes up after this break on Daily Dodge TV.
The Spartans have arrived. Spartan Flooring is here to serve with prices from another time. Get the lowest prices anywhere on name brand carpet and LVP. Save hundreds or more per room without sacrificing the quality. Spartan Flooring makes designing easy with a carefully curated selection tailored to local paint colors and wood stains. Whether you're sprucing up a house to sell or settling in for the next 20 years, get the best prices in town. Call, text, or email to schedule a free, no cost, no obligation measurement and assessment. Visit SpartanFloorings.com and prepare to be floored.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They're expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
Are you ready for peace of mind? Chad Guzzi here, owner of Air Care in Beaver Dam. If you're tired of unexpected repair bills, you want to sign up for our Total Care plan. It ensures top performance and prolonged life of your heating and air conditioning equipment. Air Care's Total Care customers receive annual inspections as well as a reduced maintenance rate plus a 10% discount on all service repairs. Air Care, big enough to serve you, small enough to care. 920-356-8860.
There's power in your smile. It can make or break a day, start a conversation, even double a dose of courage. Columbus Family Dental is committed to protecting your grin ear to ear. Young and old, orthodontics to cosmetics, we're here to make it that much easier to share your smile. Columbus Family Dental, now accepting every kind of smile.
And welcome back inside the Family Center. Mike Tronson on Daily Dodge TV, joined again in the second intermission by Beaver Dam Athletic Director Ryan Gerber. Wow, what a second period, Ryan. We're tied at 2. It's going to be a wild third.
That was a great period. And you know, the Beavers just kept putting pressure on. And constant pressure. We were out hustling, I thought, at times. And that first goal that Rhodes had, took shot, got blocked, came off the rebound, stayed with it, tenacious. The second goal was another sweet one. I mean, they're just outworking it, and they had an opportunity for a third goal right there at the end.
I noticed a little bit of a bounce in their step here late in that period as they tied the game.
Momentum's a great thing, and hopefully they carry that through to the third.
Well, it's a 2-2 game on the one call that's all scoreboard after 2, but Ryan, we'll continue our conversation from the last intermission. We talked a lot of hockey. I want to talk a little bit about some other stuff going on. Boy, did we see some amazing feats in basketball the last 2 nights on Daily Dodge TV. Last night, the girls, I mean, you talk about a win, a huge win for a young team that's, Beaver Dam rallies from 16 down in the second half, beats Oregon 55-53. Emma Julka with about 12 seconds left, nailing a 3 that wins it. And that's following up Thursday night's boys game where they set a record, a program record for largest margin of victory with a 69-point win over Wisconsin Conservatory of Lifelong Learning. Wow. I mean, I ran out of adjectives watching those 2 games the last few nights.
Well, with the girls, when we hired TJ to take over the job, his number one objective was, again, continuing the tradition of excellence and keeping that standard high. And so they did get behind, but keep in mind, they hadn't played a game since their home invite. So
2 weeks.
That works one of 2 ways. You're either ready to go and you're fine-tuned, or you're a little rusty. And I think that's what happened, because it really was a tale of 2 halves, with them getting down 16 in the first half, fighting back, clawing back. I think that was a big game for a lot of the new kids, but then also for TJ in his first time as a head coach. What do you do when you're down 1, down 2 with less than a minute to go? And that puts that whole staff through some stuff. So again, you're trying to get the girls prepared. You're trying to figure out what you got. But then as this new staff continues to come together, what are you going to do in those short, really stressful, high-impact times? So really proud of the girls, the way they came back. They stayed with it. A lot of teams get down 16, and they could have mailed it in. They could have been feeling bad about themselves. They could have had boo-boo face. This team kept going, and I think, again, you look back at the Donaldsons, the Ashleys, the Julkas, who have been around this team and have played significant minutes on the varsity squad the last couple of years, that culture, that expectation of excellence that we continue to fly. And then, again, hallmark of the girls' team, hitting threes, hitting shots from deep, brought them back. But really, it's their defense. They turned Oregon over quite a bit. You look in the first half, and I'm talking to you about this. You called the game, but we turned the ball over quite a bit in the first.
You did.
Missed a lot of bunnies. Second half, that script flipped, and it started with our defense.
No, it was outstanding. What a rally that was. And you talk about T.J. Julka, and he's only 3 games into his tenure, but he's a great guy. I mean, how can you not root for a guy like that? And, people know him around the area. I mean, he's the varsity Legion baseball coach in the summertime. His daughter's on the team, obviously. And he's got a nice little staff there. We got Megan Call, who, that's the thing I love about his staff, is that you've got some former players from all these really good recent Beaver Dam basketball teams. You got Megan Call helping out as the varsity assistant. You got Layla Ashley and Bella Astryker helping out at the JV level. And they have been a part of that program. They know what that culture and that that program is all about, and they can pass that on to the next generation.
Right, and that's the big thing. So TJ comes in, he brings back Megan Call. Everyone knows the Call family and what, they're a revered name in Beaver Dam basketball here, especially what their dad has done on the other side. And Dustin, married to Dustin, he's on the boys' side.
Right.
So Megan came back. And then Quinn Hines, who's going to be our varsity softball coach, he's got many, many years of varsity head coaching experience in basketball. So to put him in a position to help TJ, and it's really collaborative effort. And then to, like what you said, bringing alumni back. That's how you continue that culture of excellence. if you don't have necessarily the seniors and the juniors big classes to do that, you bring people back in the room. And again, it's talking about building your youth. You build it on the court, but you also have to reestablish that alumni base and bring those in. And I don't care if we're talking about Beaver Dam girls basketball or any program. Those are the 3 keys to building a program, really.
Meanwhile, on the boys' side, boys basketball, nice accolades this week. The Golden Beavers ranked 6th in Division II in the WisSports.net coaches poll. And as I mentioned, they set that record for largest margin of victory on Thursday night. Now, I understand that the team they were playing, several players that were expected to come back from last year's team are not on the squad this year. That probably contributed to it somewhat. But you've got to love the start this season for the boys. I tell you what I'm noticing, and it's not a large sample size. There's only been a couple of games. But I tell you what, they appear to have really good chemistry. They share the ball well. A lot of guys are scoring. The question was coming into the year, where's the scoring going to come from? You lost your top scorer from last year. And, you bring back E.J. Salatel, but who's going to pick up some of the slack? Well, I tell you what, they're doing it by committee, and it's been fun to watch.
Well, and in just going back to the game itself, it would have been very easy for them to come out, lay an egg, not play maybe as well as they should have, because they knew that, hey, this is a team we should really have our way with. So for them to come out and play tenacious and get out front, and that team is very similar to this team here. There's a lot of people that can score. It's who's going to do it consistently, and they're getting it from everywhere. The thing that I've been most impressed with is the defense. That was the big question coming in. You lose a guy like Cam Mendoza, who really was a presence defensively, and really their size last year. Now you have a team that doesn't have a ton of size.
Right.
Where's that defensive effort going to come from? Well, it's coming out on the perimeter, and they're just tenacious. They're turning people over. That's turning into transition buckets. They are a menace is what they are right now, and they're going to be a tough matchup. They have 5-6 guys that can score. They got guys coming off the bench that are coming right out and hitting threes. I mean, they had 17 threes in their first game. I believe they had 18 the other night. So, okay, if you're gonna let us shoot, we're gonna shoot. I mean, there's the scoring's there, but again, if they can continue to play at this rate of defense, they're going to be a menace to this conference.
They've got a huge conference game at Fort Atkinson on Tuesday, and I'm going to be heading down to call that game, and I'm looking forward to it because I know a lot of folks in Fort Atkinson they feel this is their year, that they're going to contend, and they've got a loaded team down there.
And they should. They have, I believe, 8 kids that are seniors on that team.
They got a senior-dominated team.
Coach Hins has been with this group for a long time. His son is a senior, so they should feel that way. But again, it's all about matchups. They have a lot of size down in Fort, but can they get out and guard us? And then how do we play defense against them? Are we just going to allow them in the paint and let them have their way, or are we going to do some other things? So again, it'll be really important to see those matchups in 2 very different teams. Remember last year we split with them. We went down there, beat them in a game we probably shouldn't have. And that kind of set the tone for the rest of the year offensively for us. So be really interesting. I'm just glad that we have Coach Ladner on our side because he and his staff continue to find ways to match up. The other thing I'll say is that Watertown game is looming. That's a Saturday game. And one thing we're going to do is, not to get too far out there, but for our BDHS students, if they show up and they present their student ID, we're going to let them in for free, and I'm going to give them popcorn and something to drink on me. So
very nice.
If you're a Beaver Dam student or you have a Beaver Dam student living in your house and you're watching this, tell them to get there to the Watertown game, a rivalry game. We want to pack the place. We want to bust those bleachers up.
Oh, that's a nice thing to do. We're a little short on time, Ryan, but any quick tidbits about maybe wrestling or anything of that nature you want to talk about?
Yeah, wrestling won last night, 41-30 over in Oregon last night. That helps get them on their way towards their goal of winning a conference title. They'll be at home Friday night against Watertown. That duel should determine where the conference goes. So a really big duel. I know Tim has got that set up for alumni night, so it'll be another good night in the field house. And I'm on the call with Wally.
That's right. You're going to be, yeah, I mean, I sat in with you a couple times last year, but we're glad to have you part of our team doing that. And good luck to the grapplers as they go at it. And gymnastics has started, right? Is that going
we don't have gymnastics here. No.
Okay.
No.
I thought I didn't
realize
realize
that.
So.
Boys swim.
Okay, there we go.
Boys swim. They're at the Badger Conference Relays. They finished 7th out of 8 teams. They finished ahead of Fort Atkinson. First year back here at the high school.
So that came back. So wonderful.
Yeah. So John and Michael Prime, they swam at Wayland, but they've been in the area forever. They're leading the team. They're doing a great job swimming over at the Y, so we're excited about that program.
Well, I'm excited about this upcoming third period here, Ryan.
Let's get some goals here.
This is going to be a wild finish, and you told me the other night, you said, boy, if Beaver Dam could eke out a win here today, this place would probably go nuts. Yeah, I'm looking at all these fans over here to our right, and I tell you what, they're ready to explode here. Maybe.
Let's go.
All right, Ryan, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming
Mike.
up again.
Appreciate it.
All right, Ryan Gerber joining me on the second intermission, and I appreciate Beaver Dam Athletic Director Ryan Gerber for coming up. Again, it's 2-2. Quickly to recap, in the second period, the Warbirds scored a minute 12 in. Callie Rotman, her second of the game, with assists from Dylan Pitson and Jillian Schuster to make it 2-0 Warbirds. But Beaver Dam scored twice late in the period. At the 14-minute mark, the Golden Beavers scored. It was Brenna Rhodes unassisted to make it 2-1. And then a minute and 36 seconds later, Lil Mansueto with a goal, and she was assisted by Addie Smeedema and Brenna Rhodes, and that tied the game at 2. And now we get set to start the third period, tied at 2 apiece. Let's take a quick 1-minute break. Back for the third after this on Daily Dodge TV.
Cheer. Now cheer louder. Any accomplishment worth doing is worth doing with all your heart and soul. The entire team at Hometown Glass and Improvement knows that dedication, time, and respect can lead to greatness. When practicing free throws, running for a touchdown, or installing new windows and doors, it is commitment to something larger than oneself that creates a legacy. So keep cheering for your hometown team. Hometown Glass and Improvement online at hometownglass.com.
Jerry's Automotive in Beaver Dam is a champion of our local schools. Team up with Jerry's Automotive by pumping your gas at their Spirit Pump, where 2 cents of every gallon is donated to a local school each month. Jerry's Automotive also provides exceptional vehicle service and repairs and a great selection of convenience items. Visit Jerry's Automotive Center WI.com and on Facebook. Jerry's Automotive, 700 North Spring Street in Beaver Dam, across the street from Beaver Dam Food Pride.
Third period is underway. They've dropped the puck already. Gets with a shot. Save made Smeedema. Rebound is loose in the slot. Smith tried to get a stick on it. Instead, it's up to the blue line, but not out. Now shot, and as she trickles out to neutral ice, swatted at there by Dogs. Now Smith on the near side. Has to go off her stick, but deflects it down into the Beaver Dam end. Launt in the corner as the puck is sent around off the plexiglass. Here's Schrader. Schrader getting tied up by Wara. Wara grabbing it, and then it trickles actually off the stick of Maddie Gilson, and the Warbirds back into their own zone to regroup as both teams are going to make changes. Opening minute of play, third period. On the one call, that's all scoreboard. It is a 2-2 hockey game, Beaver Dam and the Warbirds. It was a 2-0 Warbirds lead, but Beaver Dam 2 goals, a minute and 36 seconds apart, late in the second period to tie it. All right, puck shot all the way down the ice, and this will be icing on the Warbirds. Today's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Columbus Family Dental, Hometown Glass and Improvement. Today's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Klodowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, and Napleton 151. Beaver Dam wins the draw in the offensive zone. Milray's shot partially blocked by Coleman. Kennedy Coleman sends it to the far side of the rink, and out to center it goes. Baker couldn't get the stick on it. As Coleman got there first, she brings it into the Golden Beaver and shot through the crease. And now banked out to center as they jostle for it along the near side wall. Rhodes backhands it across. And pass out to center off the stick of Baker, and then Milray picks it up, and then she lost it as she fanned on a pass. Here is Retzloff into the Beaver Dam end. Tried to center it, but it was broken up nicely by Beaver Dam's Addie Smeedema. Sends it ahead for Emerson Damon. Damon had it poked off her stick. It trickles into the slot and then sent out. And deflects off the stick of Beaver Dam Schrader. Here is Smeedema again in her own zone. Pass backhanded out to center by Mansueto. Now Wagner at her own blue line. Fires it along Pass ahead onto the stick of Jacobson. Jacobson, tough angle shot from the left doorstep, save made by Smeedema. And here is Smith up to the left point. Kept in. Shot. Stick save made by Smeedema. Wara going after it along the half wall on the near side. Several players down there fighting for that puck. It's tied up along the wall. And Smith, actually was sent out to center by the Golden Beavers. It'll trickle down the ice. It's going to allow them to make a change as there's no icing. Sent ahead. Smith has it at neutral. Through traffic, gains the blue line into the high slot, lost the puck. It rolled off her stick. She got it back, and then it was knocked off her stick again by Brenna Rhodes. Puck goes behind the Beaver Dam net. 13:44 to go, third period. Tie hockey game 2-2 on the one call. That's all scoreboard. Now Wara taking it from Milray. Then Milray got it back and sends it out of the zone. Aubrey Quinn tied up along the far wall near the Beaver Dam bench. Sent that to the blue line and now shot ahead. Loose puck at center into the offensive zone momentarily, but then Wagner sends it right back out. Hookster trying to break up a pass to Rotman. Here's Rotman through the right circle. Centers! Shoot and they score! Well, they had Rotman who took the initial shot, but after she missed, got a rebound, was able to center it to her teammate. I believe that was Pitson there, and Pitson had a partially empty net to shoot into, and it's a 3-2 lead for the Warbirds. 13:05 to go in the game. Even strength goal to give the Warbirds the lead once again. But a long way to go. Still just under 13 minutes left. We'll check the goal, but I believe that was Pitson that got it, and we'll check the assist as well. Well, obviously, Rotman's going to get an assist. We know that much. Play continues in the Beaver Dam end, and down the ice it goes. After it is Emerson Damon. And now a whistle. That would be icing. 12:35 left to go. Face-off will come back into the Golden Beaver end. And the draw will come to the left of Smeedema. Puck goes out to center off the face-off. Gets in her own zone to retrieve it. Banks it out to neutral. Retzloff ahead to Carey. Carey behind the net, lost it. And now it's still loose and sent to the near side wall, but we have a whistle. And we may have a penalty coming up here on Beaver Dam. Looks like a cross check maybe was the initial indication. But it's going to be a McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds, who lead it 3-2 on the one call. That's all scoreboard. And a chance with the man advantage to maybe increase that here. Another face-off to the left of Smeedema. And the Warbirds control. Hitzman did get the goal. Gilson and Rotman had the assists on the goal by Pitson to give the Warbirds the lead. Cross-checking was the call, by the way, on Schrader. I was correct on that. Shot from the left point by Rhodes and a save made by Coleman. Beaver Dam is shorthanded, but it looks like they're on the power play. Rhodes another shot. And now here's Smeedema trying to get it, and she got it on the end wall. Going through traffic into the circle. Shot, and that one steered aside by the goaltender Coleman, but Rhodes has it. Yeah, Beaver Dam is down a skater, and it looks like they're on the power play. They had a couple of chances there shorthanded in the offensive zone. Here's Wara when a shot and a glove save made by Smeedema. She'll just hang on and force a stoppage. 11:03 to go in the hockey game. And there's 51 seconds remaining in the power play time for the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play time for the Warbirds. Today's game also brought to you by Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Offices, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, White Construction, and Spartan Flooring. Beaver Dam sending it down into the Warbird end, clearing it out of their own zone. 38 seconds and counting left on the McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play for the Warbirds as they bring it up ice. This is Getz. Drop pass for Rotman. Rotman had it taken off her stick. This is Emerson Damon. 2-on-1 shorthanded. Damon. Pass, return feed to Damon. Damon shoots. Save made by Coleman. Beaver Dam had a 2-on-1, and Coleman comes up huge as Mansueto and Damon were playing catch up the ice. Wow, was that close. Again, this penalty kill, this has been outstanding as Beaver Dam look like they're the ones on the power play. 18 seconds left, and they win the faceoff. Lant had it knocked off her stick. Sent to the blue line, out to center it goes. But now picked up by Damon, and she shoots it right back in to the Warbird end. Just 4 seconds left. That should pretty much do it for the rest of this penalty on Schrader. And now she's out of the box. Back to equal strength here. 10:07 and counting left in the game. 1-goal game on the one call, that's all scoreboard. 3-2 Warbirds lead Beaver Dam. Here's Hoekstra at her own blue line. Backhands it along that far wall. Rhodes got spun around. Hoekstra tried to get it back. Now Lant has it. Rims it around. And Damon will, figured that was Smeedema rather. Couldn't get a stick on it. And instead, Warbirds have it in their own zone with Dana Jacobson. Jacobson got tripped up in the circle. Lost it, shot in the high slot. That hit traffic. Rhodes fired, but it hit traffic. Hoekstra throws it towards the Warbird blue line, but now deflects back to the Beaver Dam end where Lant has it. Audrey Lant sends it off the boards. There's Wara. Back into her own zone. Now sent ahead. Pass broken up at center ice momentarily, but Smith takes a loose puck, settles the bouncing puck down. And Doggs throws it back the other way. Smith, a little bit too far for her, that pass. As Milray gets there. And now along the half wall, it's centered in a shot that had been partially blocked. There's a centering pass, but nobody was home for the Warbirds as it goes out to neutral ice. Chasing it down was Aubrey Quinn back into her own end. And there's a turnover as Albert tried to get a stick on it, keep it in the offensive zone. Bouncing puck is sent down into the corner. 8:38 and counting left in period number 3. Beaver Dam trails by a goal. All right, and here is Gilson into the offensive zone, got taken down, but Rotman picks it up. Shot, save, rebound, another save made by Smeedema. Rotman had a chance for the hat trick right there. And Smeedema come up huge on that sequence. I think that's our Napleton 151 save of the game. Brought to you by our good friends at Napleton 151. 8:10 to go now in regulation. Here's Pitson. Tried to backhand a shot towards the net. Lant was there to tie her up. Off the boards. Pass, clearing attempt kept in momentarily. Now out to center and onto the stick of Schuster, who fires it. Actually, that one went out of bounds, or went out of play, I should say, near the Beaver Dam bench. Might have hit the official and deflected out. So we'll have a stoppage with 7:49 left to play in this hockey game. And on the one call, that's all scoreboard. It remains for the moment 3-2 in favor of the Warbirds. This is about as good as it gets. What an entertaining game today. And this is Damon. Addie Damon sent it into the Warbird end. 7.5 to go. Rhodes is down there, but got tied up. And now the puck's sent around where Carey has it. Fires it back the other way. Retzloff up to the point and out it goes out of the zone. Bouncing puck at center. And this is Dogs firing it down deep into the Golden Beaver end. Lott will go after it in the right corner. Fell down, and then a shot was sent wide of the net. There's Damon out to center ice. Pass a little bit too far for Della Baker. And now a turnover as Rhodes picks it off in the Warbird end. Skates into the corner, then gets tied up down there and lost the puck as it's taken away by Jacobson. Warbirds start out to center ice. 2-on-2 the other way. Wara, left swing side into the Beaver Dam end and kind of had the puck roll off her stick. Never got a clean shot off. Smith tracks down the loose puck, then lost it off her stick out to the blue line, and it will be sent out to center ice. Schuster will pick it up. Schuster giving it to Smith. Smith back across the line. Right wing side. Tough angle shot, and Smeedema fought it off. It deflects to the left side. Now in the high slot, Smith. Smith fires, save made. Smeedema. Rebound is knocked down. Hoekstra will send it behind the net. Rims it around. There is Mansueto. Tried to tip it to a teammate, but it's dumped right back in. 5:55 and counting left in the third period. Beaver Dam needs a goal to tie. It's 3-2 Warbirds on the one call. That's all scoreboard. Puck took a funny bounce off the end wall, and Smeedema had to steer it back behind the net. There is Emerson Damon rimming it around, but Rotman will keep it in the zone. Rotman sent it down low. Aubrey Quinn watches it go by. Wagner after it along the half wall. Poked out to neutral where Rotman has it on her stick and sends it back the other way. But now Beaver Dam gets it. Smeedema. Rotman takes it away from her as she was trying to cross the blue line. Errant pass at center. Milray knocks it down and throws it back the other way. And this is Addie Damon. Down low in the right corner. Tough angle shot save made by Coleman. Kennedy Coleman's been really good today. Both goaltenders have been pretty darn good today. Here's Retzloff into the slot. Shot, hit traffic, rebound. Another save made. Centering pass, shot. Glove save made by Smeedema on the blast by Wagner. And now Rhodes after it. Could be a partial breakaway. Rhodes has it, fires, she scores! Brenna Rhodes, another one, her second of the game, ties it at 3 with 4:36 remaining. How about that? Brenna Rhodes with her 8th goal of the year and 2nd of the game. And this one is all back to even. With 4:36 left, we are all back to even. And Rhodes has got a pair now. As play continues. Addie Damon with the assist on that goal. And now we're all even again. Shots on goal in the game, 30-24 in favor of the Warbirds. But on the scoreboard, all that matters is 3-3. Here's Wara into the Beaver Dam end, and we've got I thought that was offside for a second. No, it was not. Gets. Backhands it out to center. Into the Beaver Dam, and Hoekstra got run into. Gets back up after getting knocked down. Milray to Mansueto. Mansueto's clearing attempt kept in along the half wall. Then she gets it back and forces it out to center ice. Here's Smith. Milray tied her up. Rotman got it back. Rotman then overskates it. She ran into some traffic there. Now Beaver Dam controls. Send it out to center, but the pass was too far for Addie Smeedema. And now in the offensive zone, Damon tried to take it away from Quinn, but Quinn back to the Golden Beaver side of things. Quinn skating behind the Beaver Dam cage. Banks it up to the point. Shot that bounced off of a stick or something, and it went in on net, and Smeedema covers up. Exactly 3 minutes left in regulation. 3-3 our score on the one call, that's all scoreboard. Face-off is coming to the right of Emily Smeedema. And the puck is loose in the left circle, picked up by the Warbirds, and then went off a skate of a Beaver Dam player and was sent out to center and back down into the Warbird end. Schuster chasing after it. Baker's out there as well, but Schuster got to it first. Now Baker finds it. The centering pass. Shot! Save made. Rebound is loose. Another shot. Another save made by Coleman. 2 point-blank chances for Addie Damon. She was all alone in the slot. Couple feet away. She had 2 chances, and Coleman stopped her on both. We're still tied at 3. 2:38 left. Oh, my. Face-off to the right of the Warbird netminder. And puck is in that circle, goes to the end wall, picked up by the Golden Beavers. Centering pass, and fanning on a shot was Rhodes. And now the Warbirds back the other way. 3-on-2 developing here. This is Smith. Nice jibe by Lant to tie her up. Wara, though, picks it up. Wara skates behind the net, centers. It's loose in the slot, and over skating it was Lant. And that means it's going to go back to Smith. Smith then sends it cross ice. Quinn after it there. Quinn shot blocked, but it deflected right back to her. Now it ricochets out to center ice. Beaver Dam regroups and out to center. Mansueto throws it ahead. Fighting a bouncing puck, and Smith has it. 1:50 and counting left in regulation. 3-3 on the Gruber Law Office's one call, that's all scoreboard. Pass ahead off the stick of Damon into the offensive zone, but sent right back out. Now picking it up, Dana Jacobson. Jacobson lost it near the blue line. It's sent back the other way. Addie Damon trying to chase it down in the Warbird end in the right corner. Wagner going after it in the corner, picked up by the Beavers. Here's Rhodes in the high slot. Rhodes fires, save made. Rebound is loose. Milray shoots. She scores! Unbelievable! Addie Milray on a rising shot beats Coleman, and the Golden Beavers have a 4-3 lead with 1:15 left in the hockey game. Unbelievable! For Milray, that's, if I have this right, that's her first goal of the year, and it's the go-ahead goal as of right now. Well, why should I be surprised after what I've seen in the last couple nights in the basketball arena today? Beaver Dam's 1:15 away from a big upset. And a timeout has been called by the Warbirds. This timeout brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings. They're located under the red awning in downtown Beaver Dam. Absolutely incredible. Addie Milray found herself with the puck on her stick, taking that ricochet and fires it through traffic, and a rising shot beats Kennedy Coleman. And with 1:15 left in this hockey game, on the one call, that's all scoreboard, Beaver Dam now with a 4-3 lead. Last night, the Beaver Dam girls basketball team rallied from 16 down in the second half and won over Oregon 55-53. The night before that, on Thursday, the Beaver Dam boys basketball team set a program record for largest margin of victory, a 69-point win over Wisconsin Conservatory of Learning. And today, it's not official, it's not final yet. We got to hang on for 1:15, but this is absolutely stunning. Beaver Dam was down 2-0 in this game. They came back to tie it at 2. The Warbirds then reclaimed a 3-2 lead, and now Beaver Dam has scored the last two, and they lead it with $1:15 left. And now we're going to have to watch on the Warbirds side of things here, because down a goal, we'll have to watch and see if when they send the goaltender Coleman to the bench for the extra skater. Face-off at center ice, minute 15 left from the face-off. Here is Hoekstra. Whistle. Della Baker got the assist on that goal by Milray. Oh my goodness, look at this. Beaver Dam just took a penalty. That's the last thing you wanted to do right here. You're going to give the Warbirds a power play with 1:03 left. And they need a goal to tie this one. Hoekstra's going to go to the box, a 2-minute minor. And it's a McKinstry's Home Furnishings power play. Beaver Dam's been very good on the penalty kill. Let's see if they do it. And now they pick it up and fire it down the ice into the empty net is empty. And the puck just missed the empty net. So it's actually right now a 6-on-4 for the Warbirds. 48 seconds left. Beaver Dam trying to hang on. 40 seconds left. Puck along the half wall, picked up by Rotman. Rotman sends it to the far side. It's a 6-on-4. Shot in on net. Smeedema makes the save. Rebound is loose. Sent around to Rotman, though. 28 seconds left. Beaver Dam 4, Warbirds 3. Shot from the high slot. Rebound. It was redirected in front, and the rebound went to the end wall. There's a pass blocked by Lon. 17 seconds left. Tipped out of the zone by Rhodes, and that could do it. 10 seconds left. Warbirds have to hurry. They've got a 6-on-4, but time running out. Now down to 4 seconds. Retzloff, 2 seconds. 1, fires it in, and that'll do it. The Beaver Dam girls hockey team with a monster upset. They knock off the Warbirds co-op 4-3. And celebration. What a win for this young hockey team. The Warbirds came into this one 8-1 on the year. Beaver Dam got down 2-0 early but fought back, and they win it 4-3. The game winner coming with a minute 15 left. Addie Milray, her first of the year, wins it for the Golden Beavers. It wasn't easy, though, at the end, as they had to kill off a 6-on-4 for the final minute and 3 seconds. Unbelievable. What a game and what a win for the Golden Beavers. Why should we be surprised after what we've seen all week long? Well, I tell you what we're going to do, folks. We're going to step aside for a brief timeout. We'll come back. We'll have our post-game report for you, and we'll see if we can get head coach Mike Pogorelic up here to chat about this one. I'm sure he'll have a lot of good comments about this one. Beaver Dam, a winner, 4-3 over the Warbirds. And we'll take a timeout back after this on Daily Dodge TV.
The gang's all here. Chris,
Adam,
and Abby Klodowski, here to say Klodowski Real Estate is honored and grateful to have been voted Dodge County's best real estate firm, best realtor, and favorite realtor for 2024.
We love living and working in Dodge County, all of the wonderful people we serve, and the opportunity to give back to our community.
Thank you, Dodge County. Thank you.
Klodowski Real Estate, your trusted real estate advisors.
When it comes to a winning lineup, turn to the selection of new and pre-owned vehicles at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam. Their team goes the extra mile to provide a winning experience, from hassle-free financing options to exceptional customer service. It's like having a dedicated cheering section cheering you on in every step of the vehicle purchase. Give the team at Napleton GM in Beaver Dam a call at 920-885-3301 or visit napleton151.com and find new roads with their winning inventory.
Play garage music.
Silica can make any home a smart home. Whole home wiring, speakers, and smart control make your home an oasis that anticipates your every need. Whether you're seeking comfort, entertainment, peace of mind, inspiration, or just a moment of tranquility. Existing or new construction, Silica has the skill to make any home a smart home. Silica for your home.
Hey, it's Stacy with Slumberland, Beaver Dam in Watertown. Stop in and see everything that our store has to offer. We built it just for you. We have mattresses, box springs, power bases, bedroom sets, furniture, living room sets, dining sets, everything that you would need to complete your entire home. We've got our interest-free financing and a really great local staff here to help you. So you've got all local people here to help you out from start to finish for anything that you would need. So stop in, shop local, and save big with us.
The Spartans have arrived. Spartan Flooring is here to serve with prices from another time. Get the lowest prices anywhere on name brand carpet and LVP. Save hundreds or more per room without sacrificing the quality. Spartan Flooring makes designing easy with a carefully curated selection tailored to local paint colors and wood stains. Whether you're sprucing up a house to sell or settling in for the next 20 years, get the best prices in town. Call, text, or email to schedule a free, no cost, no obligation measurement and assessment. Visit SpartanFloorings.com and prepare to be floored.
White Construction is cheering on our student athletes in the community, and they want you on their winning team too. They're expanding and looking for passionate individuals who want to build their future as a team. Join a company that values teamwork, excellence, and community spirit. They're now hiring for multiple positions around Wisconsin, including general labor, fieldwork, and heavy equipment operators. Visit congruix.com to apply today and step up to the plate with White Construction. Let's build something great together.
You're watching the Daily Dodge postgame show.
Back at the Beaver Dam Family Center, Mike Tronson with you on Daily Dodge TV. What a hockey game as the Beaver Dam girls edge the Warbirds 4-3. And with the win, Beaver Dam is now 3-4 overall on the year. Warbirds dropped to 8-2. Tonight's game brought to you by our presenting video sponsors, the Beaver Dam Unified School District, Columbus Family Dental, and Hometown Glass and Improvement. Today's game also brought to you by McKinstry's Home Furnishings, Kladowski Real Estate, Slumberland, Pizza Ranch, Park Village Shopping Center, Richards Insurance, Preferred Dental Partners, Napleton 151, Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly, Gruber Law Offices, Air Care, Jerry's BP, Silica for your home, Moraine Park Technical College, White Construction, and Spartan Flooring. And we've got Beaver Dam head coach Mike Pogorelic heading up here to the broadcast area. Come on up, Coach. Oh, my goodness. We got Lauren coming up here, too. Yeah, I tell you what, I only got one headset. So you want to, okay, why don't we give that to you first there, Mike, and have you put that on. And we're going to try and get this all situated. Can you hear me okay there, Coach?
I sure can. You got me?
Yeah, I've got you, and we got Mike Pogorelic up here and Lauren McLaughlin. Well, first of all, Coach, congratulations on this win. Absolutely phenomenal. You were down 2-0 and battled back, tied it. Then you were down 3-2, and then too late to win it, including Addie Milray finding that puck on her stick and a lot of room. And wow, just give me your overall assessment. This was thrilling.
Yeah, I'm super proud of the group, right? Like last week, it's early in the season, and we kind of felt like maybe we're at the bottom. You can't score goals in the tournament, and we're doing some right things, generating scoring chances, can't find the net. So today, to stick with it when you're down 2, get down early in the third, stick with it, find a way to tie the game, and then eventually win it is just, we can't ask for more from that group, and I'm very proud of them.
Well, I tell you what, I was wondering a little bit, and I can't remember if we touched on this when we talked pregame, but we talked about Thursday night. You kind of broke out of a funk. You had that nice 4-0 win, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder, could that be the spark maybe that the team needed? And I tell you what, today there, once things got going, I mean, it was fun to watch. And I tell you what can a win like this do for a young team? I mean, over a team like this.
Yeah, I mean, they think they can win any game they play now, and we've got the makeup through the roster to do that. And the best thing is we've got some young kids. Like when we were down 2-0, we put our third line out, and they had a phenomenal shift against their top line, and that's when the bench really started to believe that we can do it. So everybody on the roster, whether they're getting power play, penalty kill time, or they're getting 3-4 shifts a game, they're important to what we do. And that's really what the program and the culture we're trying to build is all about. So we're excited to see what the next step is. We just want the kids to enjoy this one today and get back to work on Monday.
You know, I'll expand on what you said. You said, you know, these girls now feel they can play with anybody, and they certainly, you know, watching this, they certainly weren't intimidated with an 8-1, you know, Warbirds team coming in here. They were up to the task. Yeah,
it was great. They're up for the task. They're excited about the game, and you know, they never quit. And you know, our community's been excited about it. I mean, this is a group that that's worked hard. We played against these girls for a long time since they were playing Wildfire when they were little, and you know, the Wall Pond kids on the team, they think playing here wasn't such a great idea, and we take that personally a little bit, and we're here to show them that we can play hockey too, and it's a good first step for us.
Lauren, you want to pass the heads up
to
Lauren?
I'd
here?
love to turn it over.
Get her thoughts on this too. I mean, I'm sorry I didn't bring an extra microphone for you guys here, but Lauren, can you hear me okay in there?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lauren McLaughlin joining us too, assistant coach here. And now this has got to be a little surreal for you because I talked about it on the broadcast how last year you were on the other side of this.
I was, yeah. I just, you know, I miss Mike too much. And no, me and Mike coached together for a long time, and it was nice to it was nice to come here, and like Mike said, like the sense of community is amazing. But this is definitely I'm I'm kind of shaking a little bit, but like it's awesome. It's awesome to see the girls do that, and you know.
Once you know when you guys tied the game at 2 earlier in the game, I saw there was a bounce in the step.
Mm-hmm.
There was, you could tell. It's like, all right, now we can play with these girls. You know, we can do this. I saw that excitement, that bounce in the step. And like you said, you're dealing with so many young players on this roster. To see that it was a lot of fun to see that.
Yeah, it was definitely a lot of on the bench managing emotion because, of course, like, you know, Mike said at the beginning of the game too, like it was certainly not going to be perfect, and it certainly wasn't. So part of it is managing the emotion, not making sure we're not getting too high, making sure we're not getting too low. So we just stayed calm, stayed patient, and worked out.
Brenna Rhodes is not your average freshman, is she? I mean,
she is not.
I mean, she had a couple of goals today and an assist, at least one assist in there. And then also, you know, I talked with Mike about it. Emily Smeedova just continues to impress in goal. I know the record doesn't necessarily indicate that, but she's just been outstanding, and she made some huge saves in this one, especially down the stretch.
Yep. One thing about Emily, she's consistent. She is always going to be consistently making saves. Yeah, there's going to be one or two that get past her, whatever. But she's able to just stay even keeled and continually make saves to keep us in it. And then, you know, same thing with Brenna. Brenna's another one where she's always just trying to put pucks on net, as many as she possibly can. She leads the team in shots on net and works out for her. So
what did you two say to the girls after this one? I mean, that's put it into words. So what did you say to them?
Well, how about that?
Anything you can share, huh?
You know, we basically just like, well, how about that? Like, that it was just incredible. We talked about how proud we were of them, and we talked about what it really means for the program, and I can't remember what else. Am I missing something?
Didn't mean to put you on the spot here,
no,
but yeah.
Sorry.
But no, just a phenomenal win, and like I said, I mean, talking to Mike about it, I mean, this wins like this, what you had the other night, and especially today here over this, very good team, coming in here with 8 wins. That has to just exude confidence for these young players.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see what this group is going to do next after that. So.
Well, I can say that time will tell, right now, and I didn't even look at the upcoming schedule here for you guys. So after today, what do we got here now? So we have Tuesday. Or no, this is that right? Tuesday the 17th, or is that?
Got one next Friday.
Okay, so that's not on the schedule. So that's the next game on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a couple of days now to kind of go back to the, not the drawing board, but just to work on some things in practice. And anything that you saw today. I mean, it was a great win, but anything that you want to maybe clean up as you go into the next one.
I mean, I definitely think we can improve on our puck possession and our passing game. I think that I think we do have another gear that we can get to. The girls, when they're buzzing around and forcing turnovers, it's fantastic, and we just got to continue that and not slow our feet down. So.
All righty. Well, congratulations on the win. This was just a phenomenal. I had a ton of fun calling it. I'm not going to forget this anytime soon. That is for sure.
Neither
what a
will we.
win! And to you guys both, keep up the great work that you're doing. I mean, you've got some fun kids to watch out there, some good talent, and young talent, And you're doing just a phenomenal job, both of you. And thanks for coming up and sharing some thoughts with us. I appreciate
that. Yeah, appreciate you.
All right, Mike Pogarelic, Lauren McLaughlin, thank you very much. I'll let you go celebrate with the team here.
Thank you.
But thanks again for coming up. I appreciate that.
You got it.
All right, and so again, Beaver Dam a winner. The scoreboard, they haven't taken it down. It's still on the scoreboard. 4-3, your final as Beaver Dam beats the Warbirds on the one call. That's all scoreboard. I wanted to just kind of recap things here. So again, it was a 1-0 game, Warbirds after one. Callie Rotman scored in the first period to make it 1-0. That came at the 11:41 mark. Flip ahead to the second period. Rotman scored again a minute 12 into the period, and that one gave the Warbirds a 2-0 lead. It was with 3 minutes left in the second period that things changed. That's when the Golden Beavers got on the board. Brenna Rhodes with an unassisted goal at even strength came at the 14-minute mark to make it a 2-1 game. And a minute 36 later, Lil Mansueto scoring with assists from Smedema and also from, was Brenna Rhodes. That tied the game at 2. So we were tied at 2 heading into the third period. Well, Dylan Pitson gave the Warbirds the lead a couple minutes into the third period at even strength to make it 3-2 Warbirds with 13:05 left. It stayed that way until 4:36 remaining in the game. Brenna Rhodes got her second of the afternoon, an even strength goal to make it 3-3, and then the game winner with a minute 15 left, Addie Milray with an assist from Baker, and that was your game winner as the Golden Beavers skate past the Warbirds by the score of 4-3. Shots on goal in the game, 33 for the Warbirds and 28 for Beaver Dam. There weren't a lot of penalties in this game. Beaver Dam took 4 penalties in the game for 8 minutes, and the Warbirds in this one took, they had just the 1 penalty for 2 minutes. Neither team scored on the power play in this game, but 33 shots on goal by the Warbirds, and Smedema stopped 30 of them, 28 shots by Beaver Dam, and Coleman was able to stop 24 of those 28 shots. Again, Warbirds now 8-2 on the year. Beaver Dam improves to 3-4 overall, and that was about as fun as it gets. Hope you enjoyed this one as well, folks. And now we look ahead to next week. We've got some more sports broadcasts for you on Daily Dodge TV. Monday, we've got the Randolph boys basketball team going to Mayville. That'll be on Daily Dodge TV. And you going to that one, Aiden? Yes, he is, of course. I shouldn't even bother to ask. I should know the answer to that. That'll be a 7 p.m. pregame, 7:15 tip time Monday night here on Daily Dodge TV. And then on Tuesday, we've got a couple of games. We've got the Beaver Dam boys hockey team hosting Wanakee here inside the Family Center. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock face-off on Daily Dodge TV. I'm actually going to Fort Atkinson on Tuesday night for the Beaver Dam boys basketball team. They're going to take on the Blackhawks. That'll be, I believe, on the radio, 14:30 ESPN Beaver Dam, 7:15 tip, 7 o'clock for the pregame. So that's going to wrap it up. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this one. It was a pleasure to call it, and it's always a pleasure to work alongside the best in the business, Aiden Voigt. Aiden, have a great weekend, buddy. Thank you for all you do for Daily Dodge TV and 1430 ESPN. For Aiden, my name is Mike Tronson saying so long from the Family Center. Have a great rest of your weekend. This has been